Sorry. I was in my head. Hi everybody, happy National Donut Day.
Woo!
And welcome to Getting Baked with Crystal, where tonight we're making an apple pie because Dan bought too many pie crusts.
And too many apples.
And, well, the problem was we had apples, but like just shy of how many we needed, so I could have gone and bought more, like just to fill in the missing. But that's more expensive than if I had just gone to Aldi and bought a bag of apples. So now we have like 15 apples. Dan, you have to eat apples.
All right.
You're eating apple pie and apples all this next week. That's all we're eating the whole week. If you remember, I asked Dan for a graham cracker pie crust, and Dan came with a Pillsbury pie crust. Two actually. They come two in a box, which I already had a box of two in the... What are we doing? Help!
No, I'd rather see you wrangle them.
So yeah, I have 4 pie crusts. So this month we're making apple pie and we're making hand pies. So I can use up some of these pie crusts before they get freezer burned. Welcome to Getting Pied with Crystal.
Yes, you're about to do the bubblegum pies.
Yes. Apple compote on waffles. I actually do make a, I don't know what you call it, like fried apples. I put them in a pan with some butter and some sugar and some cinnamon, and I cook that up and I put it on top of pancakes, and that's amazing. So yes. Yes, Hannah, a fritter does count. Wilton went and got a fritter after I harassed her enough on the internet about not celebrating National Donut Day, because if ever you were going to have a donut, today is the day. Want to hear my donut story?
Sure.
Thanks, Dan. This morning I got to work bright and early at 8:05 because 8 o'clock is hard, and there was no power at my work. And you know how like when you were in school, I feel like it was more prevalent in college than high school, but that whole like if the teacher doesn't show up in 15 minutes, you get to go home, which is not a real thing.
You know, we all got that from Zach Morris.
Is that what happened?
Yeah,
Zach Morris is trash. So yeah, we're all playing that game. There's no reported outage on the Edison website, so I report the outage. Then they go and talk, one of the guys goes and talks to, like at 8:30, the little restaurant that's like 2 lots over from us, and he said, oh yeah, I heard a pop and saw smoke coming from the transformer.
Hold my bun.
That's some nice buns. Saw smoke coming from the transformer
Got my bun back.
at the gas, it's not the gas company, but it's some sort of like gas affiliated SoCal Gas, I don't know, whatever it is. He saw smoke, you need your bun? He saw smoke coming from their transformer, and I'm like, oh, that's not going to be a quick one at all. We should go home. Yeah, they're not having that. So, boss man's still working from home.
You were excited.
I was very excited. It wasn't like, sometimes, especially when it's hot, which it's been in the 90s and 100s for like 2 weeks already. Please kill me. But like, when it's hot, the power will flicker here and there, but to come in and it's out, we should go home. So, no, it's not as, okay, look, like, there's gas pumps there, but it's not a gas station, because it's like SoCal Gas, but the gas trucks go and fill up there, but that's not like the gas company, like you wouldn't go there to pay your bills.
It's the
so
propane,
it's the gas company's
putting
gas.
propane in the propane-powered trucks that go around and check all the meters that are powered from their own gas.
Is that what's happening? Okay, thank you. I had no idea what it was. I just know it says gas company, so I don't know. So, I'm ready to go home. Boss man's still working from home for reasons that I won't get into here. So my mom calls him and is like, hey, here's what's going on. He's like, well, if it's going to be like an hour, you guys can just like go out to breakfast or something. But if it's going to be 4 hours, then you could go home. I'm like, 4 hours? I got to sit here for 4 hours, half the damn day, with nothing to do. Like, luckily I have unlimited messaging or data on my phone, so I can screw around on my phone. But like, I can't do anything. There's nothing to do. I'm sitting here. My desk is by the only like big window, so there's natural light, but not much of it, and it's just dark all the way through where there's no windows. There's just nothing to do. We're gonna sit here for 4 hours. Are you kidding me? So I'm mad. I'm already mad. Plus, boss man forwarded me an email from our office supply company earlier this week, announcing that today was National Donut Day, and I said, oh, so you're bringing us donuts on Friday. I like jelly filled and not Krispy Kreme or Dunkin', because the ad was for Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' gift cards. And nothing further was spoken of it. But when my mom called him, he said, oh yeah, I got a meeting at 10. I'm coming down there and I'll bring some donuts. Hell yeah, bring some donuts. The guys decide they're going out to breakfast. If you guys are familiar with, like, out here, David, I guess, if you're here, we have a place called Crazy Autos. Crazy Autos serves breakfasts that are this big, and they're like, come to breakfast, let's all go to breakfast. I can't eat that much food in the morning. That will ruin my whole day. Plus, I was promised donuts, and I want some damn donuts. So they all leave, and then boss man calls and says he's not coming in, and we're not getting donuts. So I got this one buddy at work, my crap talking buddy, and I text him at like 10:15 or so, maybe the power comes on, and I said, power's back on, and he said, don't tell boss man, shut it back off again so we can go home. And I said, oh, he's not coming, which means there's no donuts, and we got nothing for administrative assistance day this year. He just like blew that off. So you stiffed me twice. Unforgivable. I'm done. And he said, oh, I'll bring you donuts. I said, you don't have to do that, but I like jelly filled. And the man came through. This is why he's my best friend at work. He came through and brought me a half a dozen donuts all to myself. Unfortunately, they were out of jelly donuts because it is National Donut Day, which is a hot day for donuts, apparently. But he did bring me half a dozen donuts, and I got to eat the donuts. And I was very happy. I had 2 donuts already today, and there might be more donuts in my future.
You didn't tell me that part.
And then, boss man showed up later, and I said, oh, how nice of him to show up without donuts. And my mom said, oh, he brought himself a donut. I was promised donuts. I will not forgive this man, ever in my life. Unforgivable. Unforgivable.
See where it says live chat? Did you click on it?
I do, but there was a bunch of them.
If you click on it, oh, there you go, and then go to that bottom one, and then they should all.
Hooray! Super chats! Thank you guys all. Thank you guys for being here. It's been like a month.
It has been.
The last time we baked things was the strawberry
been a
crunch cookies, which was like forever ago.
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm gonna eat this real quick. I should have just taken one last bite before I came back on.
You should have.
I'll be here.
Let's
I'll be
go
back
through
in a
our super
minute.
chats.
Okay.
Amanda with her member super chat. Amanda, thank
Hi.
you so much for supporting us for 4 entire years. I'm happy to call you a friend and happy that you show up.
Are we
she
on
says,
48?
It says 48.
Oh my gosh, that means I have to remind us we have to make another icon.
Yeah, she's still rocking Ice Dan.
At the end of 4 years, it's supposed to change into.
Mooch is very mad that you are not sharing.
He already licked my plate and he's out of control.
Stop it. I will fight you.
Thank you, Amanda.
Amanda says, let's finally, after Dan feels better, get baked. It's nice to have a chill Friday night with the RFS fam. Yes, we have missed you guys. Thank you for showing up and for holding out for us. Nikki with her member super chat, member for 14 months. Thank you so much, Nikki. You stay there. We're going to fight. I will fight you. I'll lock you in the bedroom.
Look,
She was going to...
Does that make you feel better?
She was going to go to Six Flags tomorrow, but there's a chance of storms, and tomorrow's Dantics, and don't want to miss it.
Dude, you could get hit by lightning on one of those rides. That'd be so you'd get paid out. Unless
No, you wouldn't.
Unless on the back of your ticket, it's like
Six Flags ain't been doing so well lately, and yeah, I don't think they're responsible for bad weather in any way, whether anything. Did you hear about the girl on the Superman ride and the cables that hold the Superman ride? This happened like decades ago. The cables that hold the Superman ride snapped while she was on it and lopped off her feet. I don't even think she got paid out.
That's a villain origin story for Superman. It's like, why does she hate you? Her name is Allegra.
Shut up!
And she like, Superman can't figure out why like she hates him, and it's because his ride cut her legs off.
The Superman ride's not even that good.
She still has the legs.
No, she has her legs. She doesn't have her feet.
Sometimes she like Benny and June's them.
Feet got cut off.
No.
Horrible. She thought she was having a good day.
Well,
anyway.
Hi, Nikki.
Brittany.
Hi,
with
Brittany.
The super chat with the adorable Inu. Thank you, Brittany.
Brittany's
Appreciate you.
And thank you, Brittany, for being my sugar mama. It's just all of a sudden this like Venmos pop up and stuff. So.
Aw, thanks, Brittany. He doesn't tell me. He uses that money for Hot Wheels, just so you know.
Hot Wheels and crack.
You don't have a Venmo.
In that order.
Hot Wheels and crack.
It's the only thing that came to my mind. I don't know.
Thank you, Brittany. We do have some gifts from Brittany to open up later once this goes in the oven.
See?
Foxy Koala with her member super
Hi,
chat.
Foxy
She's
Koala.
been supporting us for 43 months. Thank you so much. She says Paya's absolutely the best. I see what you did there. Who needs donuts? Me. I need donuts, especially when they were promised to me and then ripped from my jowls. I definitely need donuts.
Do I have jowls too? Oh, my squishy cheek. Hi, Foxy Koala. Let's celebrate Foxy Koala, who's a zoolo human.
Zookeeper.
Another day of not getting ate by your work. Eaten by the zoo. Yes. So, good job. Good job on that.
Did you hear the story that came out this week that was actually from November? That some lady who, by the way, in the fine print, she fed cats outside of her house and like put food out there and also had trash in her yard. And so she always had bears in her yard. And then the black bear, the first reported black bear mauling, killed her. I'd still choose the bear. Hila the Husky.
Hi,
member
Hila the
for
Husky.
37 months. Thank you so much, friend. She is here to tell us with her member super chat. Hi, Dan and Crystal. Glad to see Dan's okay and that you are back baking.
Oh, thank you.
Don't you worry. I have been baking this whole time.
And don't you worry, I'm still milking it. But thank you for the support.
I'm still doing all the chores, and in the meantime, I'm also chopping lots of fruits and vegetables for Dan, and baking. What did I bake while we were out? I did zucchini bread. I did banana, walnut, chocolate chip, cream cheese bread.
Yeah, that was good.
That was really good.
You did some cookies.
I did some cookies. I did some lemon
You
blueberry
did
muffins.
some cookies with
Weekly, I'm
like
baking.
BRM bug pellets.
Yes, the bag. Oh, I
That's
think we
right.
already went through his. I think those were the
Okay.
ones I went and found after that at
Oh,
Big
gotcha,
Lots because they're
gotcha.
discontinued. The Nestle Toll House bag that had the graham cracker bits, white chocolate chips, and strawberry gummies in the cookies, and that was delicious. Wilton with her member super chat.
Hi, Wilton.
She's been a member for 33 months
Yay.
and used her member super chat to tell us it's been 33 months.
Enjoy your
Yay.
fritter. Enjoy your fritters.
Yes. Wilton, I didn't want to type it all out in the. Let me go back to live chat because I'm missing everything that's happening.
And Brittany with the super chat real quick. Get yourself a guilt-free Hot Wheel. We love you guys. Oh, thank you.
Don't worry, I'll guilt him.
Love you guys. She
But
didn't
thank
say we.
you.
I was like, who's we? You and your cats. Thank you, Brittany.
Anyway. Wilton, I didn't want to type it all out on Facebook because it was a whole thing, but I love that you got an apple fritter. I love apple fritters. I'm always so hesitant to get an apple fritter because I don't know if anybody else has this experience or if it's just the donut shops around here. 80% of the time they're overcooked. Or undercooked. It's one or the other. It's doughy in the middle, or it tastes like it's burned.
I think it needs to be eaten like fresh right away because I just feel like it's oils and they're just seeping and seeping.
Oh, they
and
do get
seeping
really
and
oily.
seeping and
I
seeping.
love a good apple fritter. It's so hard to get a good apple fritter, but when they're good, oh, they're amazing.
We missed a lot of chat because we were on the fan funding page.
We were. Gaming Ham, I'm sending love to you. I'm so sorry to hear
Oh,
about
yeah.
your mom. I hope you are holding up okay.
Big hugs, Gaming Ham.
You alright, Mooch?
I don't know. He's like chitty bang down there. He's
Yes,
just every
yes.
moment I'm like, are you still breathing? And you just stare at him for another minute. Hi. Okay, so where are we at?
Oh, I didn't read like anything. Beer and Bug has no internet right now, but rushed home from the hill country to watch us on the TV, and it won't connect to my hotspot.
This was like an
Aw.
hour ago.
But I can see you. You're there. Beer and
But I
Bug,
can see
are
you.
you in the Facebook group? Are you in the RFS Family Facebook group?
What's up, Mooch?
David says that in Lancaster, Hot Wheels and crack are the norm. Absolutely. They are, you know. Wilhelmina wants to know if we have any advice for socializing cats. My orange cat is not getting along with my other cat. Don't force it. Food. Look on YouTube. There's lots of videos about how to do it. But, and what you see is absolutely the best way to do it. Do not force it. The best way is if you can put some sort of barrier so they have their own space, like a gate or something in a doorway, or even just close the door. Have them on either side of the door and feed them so they associate each other with a good thing like food and patience. They may never get along. Mooch still hates everybody. Always.
I did look up the videos. The videos seem to have good advice. Our cats kind of get along okay, so we haven't had to do that.
At worst, they tolerate.
But
There's little smacks here and there.
When we see the advice online on how they do that, that's what they're doing. So look up that. Jackson Galaxy was doing it on a few of his episodes too. So look up that.
Absolutely. Uncle Yukon says to get a dozen donuts, take them to work, and tell the boss he doesn't get any. And no more cookies either. Oh, don't worry. I rarely share my treats with him, and you know what makes me mad? Every time
Crystal
I bring...
hides her donuts in like the drawers and stuff. There's like donuts in her
all my
drawers.
snacks are hidden at work. And I bring things to my mom, because that's my mom. Like, I bring her stuff, and then she shares with him, and I'm like, don't share with ungrateful people.
So it gets
He's
back around
ungrateful.
anyway.
I brought her the key... If you guys have Aldi near you, Jess and Greg, you now have an Aldi. Congratulations!
Hi, Greg.
Key lime pie Noreos. They're amazing. If you ever had
They're
lemon
really
Oreos,
good.
they're very similar, but they're delicious. My mom asked me to get her a pack, and they did not have any more. So I opened up my pack, and I brought her a half a dozen, and I was like, here you go.
That's because
She went and shared them with the non-donut bringing boss! He did not earn cookies. No.
I like how you censored that. That was great.
Censored what?
No, he shared some with my boss.
My non-donut bringing.
Not donut braided boss.
I will not forgive this. Lady JD13 with a super chat. Thank you so much, friend, for being here. So glad you guys are back. I was looking forward to this all week. Glad you're feeling better, Dan. Mostly.
Oh, thanks, friend. I saw that the plants that you went crazy with and planted too many of look cute. Pretty.
Are you guys like
Pretty.
friends on somewhere?
Yeah, you should be friends with her on Instagram.
You're gonna have to like.
You know, I was gonna ask
Can
you
you share
about
the profile?
Yeah, this morning I was thinking about
I
that.
want to see your plants. Hi, Jim. How you doing, friend?
He said evening.
And Mr. AJ.
Jim, who's watching from the moon.
Mr. AJ, hello. Glad to see you again.
Hi. I made sure that Jess found out about that post.
Dan's assistant Jess is not here yet. I haven't seen her in the chat.
No, she's at a Shinedown concert, so I'm sure I'll be getting some blown out. There's no phone in my pocket. I'm sure I'll be getting some blown out video later.
Beer and Bug is not on Facebook. Okay, no worries at all. I will show you what I'm talking about in just a minute. Apple fritters are hit or miss, but awesome when they hit. Absolutely. But if they're like hard or overcooked or raw or too oily, like it could have been so good. Wilton says hers was really good, just perfect, but it came from a privately owned convenience store and not a big chain. I'm not judging at all. Afriel looked out at the local Safeway / Vaughn's has a baker that makes the best fritters. I can say apple fritters as many times in a sentence as I want, Hannah. Thank you very much. I made apple fritters once. Did you know that? Did you know I made apple fritters? They did not turn out very well.
Stop pushing her buttons.
You know how you know I like you? When I pick on you. I'm like the boy that will pull your pigtails.
Kick her while she's down.
Yeah, Beer and Bug, I get it. You gotta just like hold together to get through this part, but just know like we're all sending love and thinking of you and hang in there, friend. We're always here for you. And get a dog, then the cats will get along to face the dog. Absolutely. I FaceTimed with Terry last night. I don't think she's here. I think she's working. Her cats and her dog get along so well that the dog just like trampled over the cat like this, and the cat did not even flinch. The cat was laying like on the ground licking its tail, and the dog just like put on the puppy.
It's cute. They're all climbing all over Terry and stuff. They're definitely one big family.
Yes. Oh, Jess is at a concert. Greg is dog sitting. What concert is it? Some like
they're at Shinedown.
I was gonna say that just randomly. Like I don't even know what that band is at all. Did you say it? Greg said he bought some stuff to try at Aldi. I would like to know what you tried.
Their Aldi was like stocked. Their Aldi has self-checkout and curbside pickup.
Ours does have curbside pickup.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yes,
I didn't realize that. I was telling Jess that we didn't have that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a thing. I'm like 90% sure. I've never done it.
I've never done it.
But we do not have self-checkout. Although I do see on the Aldi group that is a thing. Greg, if you are on Facebook, I know you have an account, but you don't really Facebook much. But if you lurk, join an Aldi group, and you can see all the fun things to try there.
His answers are at the bottom. There we go.
Yeah, I know. I just read that
one.
No,
more answers.
No more answers. She's at a concert.
Oh, okay.
I read it. Jasmine Washington, who has been a member for 34 months. Thank you so much, friend, for supporting us and for being here. Hi, Dan and Crystal. Did Dan tell you my reaction to meeting the whole gang? I hope to meet you one day. You're so freaking awesome. Hope you're feeling better, Dan. Thank you. Yes, he did. Yes.
Hi, happy Friday.
You were so happy about like everybody you met the whole time of the traveling.
It's hard when like not to be when everybody's excited. I mean, they're not all as excited as Jasmine was, but, you know, they're pretty excited. And hi, happy Friday.
Wilton says she got some Fellaway multi-cat from Chewy to see if that helps Colby to not be scared of Cole. She's always hiding and growling and hissing. Aw. We tried the Fellaway... it's feline, but feel away sounds weird.
What is it?
Remember we got the thing for Kitty and we plugged it in? I got our collar one too to just wear.
Yeah, but
and the plug-in.
I couldn't tell if there was a difference.
It didn't make a difference for that. And I've heard many people say that it makes a difference, but whatever her variety of neuroses was, it did not help. But I mean, like food brings people together, right? Like it doesn't matter how much you don't like somebody. If you're at a place and there's food you both want to eat, you'll tolerate each other. It's snacks, food. I don't know. Otherwise, just like keep them away from each other. That's really all you can do. We have to keep Mooch. Like Mooch wants to snuggle me, so in the evenings, Stripers likes to come lay on my lap. He like dives into my lap. He loves to lay on my lap. Mooch also loves to lay in my lap. They obviously can't both be in my lap at once because Mooch hates everything. So I have to be very strategic about like, Mooch likes to jump up on the coffee table and climb over to the couch. So I have to like reach over, grab him, and then hold him like a baby above Striper so he can't see him. Sometimes you just gotta keep him away. Last night I screwed up. Mooch was flailing and he wanted down and I put him down and Stripers was next to me and Mooch smacked him a few times on the face. It happens. Like they'll both survive. It'll be fine. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta keep them away from each other. Some cats don't have a personality to like each other. I don't know why. Oh, it just jumped. How do you not know Shinedown? Not my kind of music. The name just makes me think they really liked that Love and Let Your Light Shine Down song that, what was the band we saw? Collective Soul? No. Was it? Is it? They played twice in a row when we saw them in concert. It just reminds me of that. Yeah, apparently people are astounded that I don't know what Shinedown is. Not my kind of music, I don't think at all. Like, come on, does it have horns? Is it happy fun horns? Dan's yelling at me from the other room. Marianne, member for 24 months, 2 whole years. Thank you so much, friend, from all the way across the globe, for hanging out with us. Hi, Crystal and Dan. Hope your recovery is going great, Dan. He's definitely better. I wasn't feeling the best this past weekend, and he kind of stepped up, and him and Blake went to the store, and he did some things, and I think he overdid it a little bit. His mindset is ready to, like, be back at everything. His body, not so much.
I know, it's so dumb. I was hoping to avoid all that, like, and be jamming. It sucks.
Shannon's going to Shinedown in August.
Oh, nice. But I'm okay, like,
Everything's jumped.
I'm getting better, but it's still going to be a minute before I'm throwing Nolan Ryan fastballs. Oops.
Yes. Amanda Moline says,
This is
Crystal, you will love the cup inside my box. I don't know what that means. I'm going to need more information.
Who said that?
Amanda Moline. Greg says, I didn't bring my quarter in bags. Yes, if you go to Aldi, always bring a quarter. Keep one in your car. Oh, do you have a car? Did your car survive? Dan keeps one in his car. I keep one in the bottom of my purse, so when I'm walking into Aldi, my hand's always in the bottom of my purse, just like doing this, trying to find the quarter that sank to the bottom. And yes, always bring your bags. I love Aldi for the fact that they just hurry up and put all your stuff in your cart and send you on your way.
Yeah, they do.
Go over to that
They
shelf
don't-
and bag your groceries.
they
Leave me
don't
alone.
mess
Love
around.
it. Love it. I wish everyone would just let me bag my own groceries. Stop squishing my bread.
Jess is at a concert.
Yes,
There's
she
a
is.
picture. I say this in pictures. Sure is white down there. Jesus. Yeah, it's Shine Down, Shine On. I'm sure it's the opening band still.
Hila Husky says, wait, I remembered I sent Christmas cards to you a few months ago. Oh, they're in one of Dan's Doom piles over here. Look. No joke. I know we've talked about this a couple times we've gone live in the last, like, month or so or whatever. Like, the minute I wake up until the minute I go to sleep, I'm doing stuff. Like, stuff has to be done around the house. And Dan can't really help with much. You try.
What are we making excuses for?
Not sending the Christmas cards. My excuse for the last, like, 4 weeks.
And our
This
pile's
is
like this big. It's not even that big, but it's still.
But there's a
sitting
hand.
there.
Look, here's the thing. I don't want to just
I
write
like
like,
it.
hey, thanks. Like, I take time. Anybody who's received a Christmas postcard
You
back from us,
should.
I write a personalized note to every single person. Every single person gets something that I sat and thought about. So you should take that as a compliment that I'm not just, like, throwing it in the mail. Like, here you go. Here's your recipe. Like, I gotta take a minute. And oh man, the litter boxes and the feeding and the sweeping and the laundry and the wiping the counters and the cleaning the kitchen. You should see inside my refrigerator right now. Do you know how long it's been since I've cleaned inside my refrigerator? You've heard me talk about it. It's obscene in there right now. There's, like, not rotting food. I've been throwing away the food, but it needs to be organized. It's horrible. No, Doris, we haven't started baking. Come on, it's only 6:25. You think I'm done baking by 6:25? I've never even started baking by 6:25. I should chop some apples and chat with you guys, but here we are. Greg says his car is partly disassembled, so it's going to survive? Will it make it? Wilton says sometimes we find carts in the parking lot with an Aldi with a quarter in it already. So if you forgot a quarter, you might still get a cart. That does not happen often here. We do have a guy that I saw yesterday, younger kid, like late teens, early 20s ish, who will ask like, "Hey, mind if I take your cart back for you?" And very often I'll let him do it. But when the boys went to Aldi, Blake apparently did not know how to make the quarter come out, so he forfeited my quarter. That's why you find them in the cart still. Because Blake couldn't get it out of the cart. And so I had to get a quarter from my mom. So I said, this is my only quarter and I don't have cash. I'm sorry. And I didn't give him my cart. All right, BRM Bug, are you still here? Hold on, I'll be right back.
She hasn't stopped talking.
Are you talking crap about me right now?
No.
I will fight you too. All right, if you guys are on the RFS Family Facebook group, you've already seen this. Don't worry, it's still entertaining. Beer and Bug, do you remember like 100 years ago when you sent me a get well card and it was a cat? Do you remember? He will now live on forever in this glorious frame with all the regal glory that he deserves. I just wanted to make sure you saw that because I love this cat and I found the fanciest frame that I could find to put him in. So thank you. Thank you for the adorable cat card.
I like that.
Me too. Greg says his car will survive. His front fender arrives tomorrow. He'll paint it and put it on next week after they fix the windshield. Are you still here? Hold on, I'll be right back. It's equivalent to getting called and the person who called you asked to put you on hold. Pretty much. I just want to make sure he was here before Beer says, I love it. Me too. People on Facebook were very amused by it and thought it was glorious. So once again, thank you. Appreciate it. Afriel says, pick one large reusable grocery bag, fold the rest of them, and put them in the big bag. Use a carabiner, I never know how to pronounce that word, carabiner, on the bag, holding the bags, and clip it to your backpack or whatever. Oh, that's a lot of instructions. I do have a big, insulated bag, and I put all the bags in there, and then when I come home from the store and I empty all the bags, I put them all back in there, and I hang it on the door handle, so that the next time I leave the house, I go put it in my trunk right away. So I'm good about the bags. I always remember my bags. But yeah, you gotta have them in your car in the first place. Shall we chop some apples? So, if you guys remember, if you've been here for a while, very early on, like 6 months in, we did make an apple pie, but I was like, I want to try a new apple pie. And I did, and the whole thing was a fail. No, not the whole thing. You can't really screw up apples. The topping didn't work, and I don't remember what happened because this was years ago. But I remember, I went back and checked my post, like, what happened? Did I like that apple pie? Should I make that recipe again? Because Dan requested apple pie, and, you know, he's all laid up. I gotta make him his apple pie. I didn't like the topping. So we're going back to my usual. As I posted on, you know, the interwebs, this is not a recipe that I could link you guys to, so I made the recipe card with the instructions as well. Because you can't screw up apples, hold my beer. You just cut them, that's all. I had 2 different apple pie recipes that were okay, so I took the parts I liked from each one and I put them together and I made the apple pie that I liked. I like the Dutch apple, the crumble stuff on top, rather than a pie crust. I need some like crunch to go with it. And I liked the way these apples were seasoned. I did look through a bunch of other apple pie recipes and saw all kinds of like cardamom added. I don't even know what that tastes like. I don't think I need that. This one's just sugar, flour, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Basic, good. It works. It absolutely works. I have 10 Aldi bags and forget them every time I go, so I end up buying another one. Keep them in your trunk. That's all you have to do. After you unload your groceries, put all your bags inside one bag and hang it on the door handle so that the next time you go out, assuming you have a car. If you don't have a car, I don't know what to do for you. I'm sorry. This is what works for me. Next time you go out to your car, put them in your trunk and you always have them. My mom, on the other hand, I bought her a bunch of reusable bags. They are in her car and she constantly forgets to bring them in. So that's how we get our bags to clean out the litter box, because she brings us her single-use 10 cents each bags. I guess they're reusable, but nobody really reuses those plastic ones. Did you say cardamom? What, was she buying booze? Oh, Chris, never change. Never change. Afriel says, the reason I bought a mandolin and mechanical apple peeler, the crank and spin thing, were for making apple pie filling. I don't usually have too much trouble with it. I don't make apple pie enough that I'm like, I need to get more tools for it. But absolutely, if you're making apple things enough, get tools that make it easier. I just use my apple slicer, which we did get a new one that cuts it into more slices, so that's less slicing I have to do. So that helps. Daisy's Gaming is here. She has been a member for 29 months. Thank you so much, friend, for being here. Hope everyone's having an amazing day. It's National Donut Day. How could you not? I'm actually able to watch from home today and not have to sneak on at work to watch. Hooray! Dora says, you'd think that it would be easy. I have a car, but get sidetracked between unpacking them and going back to the car. Don't go back to the car. Nobody wants to go back out to the car after you've unloaded, after you've hauled in all your groceries in one trip and nearly broken your collarbones. Nobody wants to go back out to the car with the empty bags. Hang them on the door handle. Just like with anything else you can't forget, you know, like when we have to pay rent, I magnet it to the back door so it's sticking out so it hits me in the face if I open the door so I don't forget to go pay the rent. Do the things that work. Find the tools.
Are we asking about Greg's car in the chat?
Yeah, somebody asked like what happened to it. Dan's got the receipts. Oh. Dan's got to click that.
I don't have the daytime picture because it's buried probably in the chat, but I do have this.
Ouch.
So yeah, that whole front fender and the whole windshield. It jumped into Greg's car and missed. It was like a bad stunt.
Where'd the mouse go? There we are.
And then Greg found the tiniest little snake, and he sent me a video of him removing the tiny little snake from the road and putting it on the end of the grass. That was nice of him.
Alright, for this recipe, you're going to want 5 to 7 large apples. These are not very large, so I think I'm going to go with 8. I might use the whole bag. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there's 9 here. Okay, we'll go with it. Hannah says her trunk is currently inaccessible. Her car has been turned into a trashy truck. Well, get the trash out of your damn car and put your bags in it.
Can you itch my back real quick? Up and down.
Dale says that cat looks an awful lot like my cat Baby that I had from, wow, oddly specific, October 15th, 1987 until August 10th, 2004. Orange tabby like that. Weighed no more than 7 pounds. Totally cute and sweet. It's how she earned the name. What was the name? You can't leave me hanging and not give me the name. The gaming ham, you're screwing me up. Now you're the gaming midnight sun. I don't know who you are anymore. You'll always be a ham in my eyes.
You don't even like me.
I don't. You're my favorite ham. It says, I like the look of a couple of online food suppliers that do apple pies here in the UK. You should get one. You can't be sad when you're eating apple pie.
You can make your own.
You could. Maybe he didn't want to. Maybe he's not feeling up to it.
Look,
buy yourself an apple pie.
Go grab some graham crackers, some Nutella, and an apple, and you're good.
It's not a graham cracker crust, Dan. We've been through this. One day Dan will learn the difference between the crusts.
Probably not.
Oh, Hannah says no trash isn't crappy. Oh, okay.
Probably not.
It's been used to haul tools and ladders and random boards. Dad's volunteered my weekends away for the foreseeable future. Well, at least you have something to do. Oh, Dale says your cat's name is Baby. That makes sense. Athena is here. She's been a member for 15 whole months. Thank you so much. Hey there, everyone, and welcome back, Dan.
Hi, here I am. I've left the house like 3 times in the last month.
You actually drove last Sunday.
I did. I drove Blake and I to the store, and then I pointed and Blake did the stuff.
Yeah, Dan's still not allowed to lift like even a gallon of milk. So
no.
There's that.
And it would suck because we went to the store the one other time I went out, and I stood there while Crystal did like all the stuff in front of everybody.
Yeah, I feel bad for you because like, what are people thinking? You don't look injured in any way. And I know people are like, look at this MFer, just like making his girlfriend lift all the heavy stuff.
The neighbors, when I got out of the car and I just lumbered up to the door, walked in, and you refused to make 2 trips.
I will not make 2 trips.
And she's walking like Santa on his way out to his sled. I assume he probably has help. But even he has help.
Beer and Bug with the greatest visual. He hit a deer last month, Dan. At like 1 mile per hour. He slammed on the brakes and came to a stop, just barely bumped into it, and it tumbled over. Like one of those fainting goats.
It flipped you off. It somehow can bend this way all of a sudden. It just, goodbye.
Well, Hannah retaliating. Something to do? Yeah, put up siding in 95-degree heat on one day and work at his former co-worker's house renovating your kitchen the other day. That sounds terrible. Sorry. It'll put hair on your chest. Beer and Bug says you can push the cart though, right? Dan doesn't like to push the cart.
I do sometimes.
I think it's still, like, once it gets full of stuff, like, it's still using... You would be surprised at how much you use your abdominal muscles for until you shouldn't.
Yeah, that's true.
Sam says, people are probably thinking, what a useless boyfriend she has.
Dude, right? I mean, whatever, that's fine, but, like... Yeah, I didn't care, but it sucked still. I just wanted to be able to help you.
Dale, don't worry. I'm sure Greg knows how to tell a venomous snake. There's some rhyme about it, and 3 lines are red next to yellow or something. I'm sure Greg knows it. He's that kind of guy. I promise you he knows.
Crystal has a hairy chest. Well, she ate her spinach, so she was Popeye in it and waited to the house, so... Yeah.
I will literally break a collarbone.
She will.
To not have to bring in 2 trips
She was doing it yesterday, and I felt so bad. I was watching her out the window yesterday.
Oh my God. Yesterday
just
I
I could open the door for you.
One bag had the big, like, 15-pound bag of ice in it, plus all the frozen stuff on top. Throw that over here. This bag had 7 bottles of Dan's fizzy water. Throw this one over here. And then I think I had 2 or 3 more bags, plus my lunch bag, plus my purse, and my sweater, and my water bottle, and a gallon of milk, and I was like, I'm going for it, and I'm walking up like this.
You shoved your way into the door. You didn't fit, but you just shoved your way in.
I'm going in. I'm not making another trip. I will not make another trip. Ever. Ever, ever, ever.
I love to push the cart. I did too, but like I lost cart privileges. I run into people and displays, and
I will never forget the one time I was in line and the guy ahead of me moved forward, but not as much as I thought he would, and I smashed into his ankle, and he was just wearing sandals, and he turned around. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And he was ready to like tear me a new one, but I was so apologetic, and like it calmed him down. I will. That must have been at least a decade ago. I will never forget.
Oh, he probably hates you.
He'll probably never forget that time that freaking girl smashed into his ankle. Don't wear sandals in public. Put some shoes on, hippie. Nope. I'm still poking him through. I forgot. I got the apple slicer with this thing. Hey, that's for the pie! Also, they're warm. I didn't refrigerate this bag because there's no room in my damn refrigerator.
Amanda had a C-section. See, so we went through the same thing. We're like twins now. So we both did the same thing.
You want me to punch him for you? I will. Ooh, Heather B is here. What's up, Heather B? I hope you're having a good day and it's not 5 million degrees where you live.
Amanda says, C-section, it was crappy. Trying to get AJ from the bassinet to feed him or change his diapers. Or grab Chris a beer. It sucked.
Does it really say that?
No, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. Yeah, it's just dumb because like I feel so good, like I'm happy and ready to go, but like,
Watch out, I have a knife.
if I do a thing, like I pay for it later. Even right now, like just like twisting to go, it sucks a little bit, but it's getting better. I know it's getting better.
So you guys are basically just gonna watch me slice apples now. If you remember from the previous apple pie episode, I prefer to slice my apples like this. When I was looking up apple pie recipes, many of them were like chunks and stuff. So my apple slicer slices them really small anyway. Here we go. And then I slice them into smaller slices. This is how I like my apples in my apple pie. Shannon says punch him, please.
I knew that was coming.
Don't worry, when he's healed up, he's getting his. Terry's here! Hi, friend!
Hi, Terry.
What are you doing?
We're gonna
up close watch me slice apples?
Yeah, we're gonna slice some apples here.
Alright, let's do it. What else is going on, guys? I guess I could have been doing this the whole time while I was BSing with you.
I was wondering, but it's okay. It's your show, remember?
It's my show.
It's your
Yeah,
show.
don't you forget it.
Yeah, maybe I can do this way so we're not on your gingery knuckles. Your veiny hands.
Oh, you love my veiny hands.
Shut up. It's on my.
Because I'm see-through. You can see my blood.
It's on my. What's it called? Not 23andMe. What's the dating one called?
Bumble.
It's on my
Hinge.
Bumble. It's all like checkbox for veiny hands.
Pasty, rashy, and veiny hands, please. It's me. Shannon says I had an allergic reaction to my surgical glue, but I have to be complicated. I saw your post about that. Is everything okay
unlocked. My surgical. I was just picking off surgical glue still over there off to the side of the camera, and you mentioned it.
Hey Dan.
Yeah.
It's like Cricket could hear me the whole time you were down and out. You're lucky you're cute, Dan.
Oh.
And hurt.
And it hurt.
And hurt.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much. Be gentle punching Dan the delicate flower.
Yeah, thank you. Who got my back?
For once it's Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
The first time possibly ever.
Thanks, Sam.
Crystal, have you tried stewed apples? No, I don't know what that means. What do you do to an apple to stew it? Is that a UK thing? Because I don't know anything about that. Brittany wants to know if you half pushed it for your surgery.
No, because they went through my belly button. So.
You definitely trimmed things, because it was all over the bathroom. Much like when you cut your fingernails, you're not very good at cleaning up after your bodily functions.
Sometimes they blast off to Kingdom Come, and I don't know where that's at.
And then I find fingernails like on the counter.
Only you do. Nobody else does.
Well, who else was in our bathroom, man? It's me and you, and you clearly didn't see him in the first place. So there you have it.
But no, they went through my. They went like the dressing was like around my stomach like a donut. That's where they went through, and then they got the was it cute girl with the razor? What did I call her? To come shave my stomach more because they told me not to shave, but then they were like, why didn't you shave?
Jim does not believe in peeling apples or potatoes. I'm a texture person, and I do not like the texture of the peels.
These for the apple pies, like the extra amount of work, because you know that's how Crystal does it. A little OCD here. It does make the pies really good, because then she'll like take each piece and like powder it like panko, and stuff.
Does see.
Yes. Helen, thank you for the super chat. I see it pop up on the screen, but I didn't see where anything happened.
Someone asked which cat is on the counter.
Helen.
That's Mooch. It's always Mooch.
Helen, thank you so much with the working out pair. How's it going?
Pear.
Sexy pear. It's going great. I'm just
Helen.
sad that the pie won't be cold till tomorrow. That makes me sad.
But warm apple pie is good, and you can have warm apple pie later.
Can't eat warm apple pie after watching American Pie. It's gotta be cold.
You can't eat it. You have to do other things with it.
It's gotta be cold apple pie. It can't be warm apple pie.
my favorite ham reply back about what a stewed apple is?
Let me see if I can scroll up a little bit and see.
No, he did not.
Hi, Terry says, OMG, the cats are on top of everything, and now they knocked it off the fridge. Terry's cats and dogs just, they're like goats. Terry said the cat knocked the item down so the dog could eat it. It's literally Tom and Jerry and Spike in there.
Chris, stop it.
No, that's the thing, like... in the movie, it was warm, apparently. I need it to be cold. It tastes
April
better
says,
cold.
what about the peeler core and chopped contraption? I don't know what that combination of words means.
yes. Okay, so like Jess has got the thing where you put the potato on it, and it's got the record player on it, and it
peels it.
Yeah, it leaves, it's fine, and it works, and it leaves a lot of like divots. It leaves a lot of like scrapings on it. It's not for Crystal. It's like giving your apple or a potato a ride on why you skin it. I'm surprised that hasn't been in one of the Saw movies where you get stuck on the thing and the big scraper doesn't just like scrape you down into like a number 2 pencil.
Beer and Bug, are you pissing off the YouTube gods? He sent his member super chat to say, here's some words that might not get censored. What'd you say?
What are you saying?
The gaming not ham says, put apples in a pot with about 5 teaspoons of water and the same of sugar and heat until soft and mushy. No, because I don't like soft or mushy.
But that's how like I think they do it sometime to tomatoes.
Yeah, I don't like mushy. If mushy is in the description of something, I don't want it unless it's mashed potatoes. And then it's mashed, not mushed.
You're right. Where are the cats? One's here, and then the other not ate her.
Topo's there.
There's a tent. I made a fort on top of...
In your recovery bed. Oh, it's messy. Please don't show the messy house.
There's a fort right there, and inside there I think it's Rizzo. So there's pillows, and then the blanket's going over like an area where I've been trapping the cats and keeping track of how many cats I trapped. Oh my gosh, I did, huh? I've been keeping track of how many cats I've trapped underneath the blanket. So first Mama Cat took a nap under there, and then Kumiko, and then Rizzo and Baxter slept under there. So at night I'll be sitting there, and then when I'll go in there and be like, don't mind if I do, and they go into the little hole. So I've been catching cats. So
Afriel says that's similar to what my aunt calls apple compote, but she makes them chunky because she doesn't like mushy apples either. Then maybe it is like what I put on top of the pancakes and stuff, where I'll cook them, but they're still firm-ish. But I do sugar but no water, and butter and cinnamon. So no stewed, but yes, compote-y, maybe? Shannon says, guacamole, and that's gross mush. That's different. That's very different. That's my favorite mush. What's up, Dan?
Nothing. I forgot how to stream.
Rizzo the Riz Lord. I usually call her Riztastic. That's my favorite nickname for her. Riz has become a thing. If you don't have teenagers, you might not know. I actually learned it on a podcast. Apparently that's what the kids are calling charisma these days, so... now my cat's name has become short for something I didn't name her. But yeah, she's Riz, Rizzy, Riztastic, Rizzler. Yep, there you go. He's the Rizzler with all the Riz. I learned that on a podcast where somebody in their 20s called somebody my age and told them about it.
It's a lot, Crystal.
That's how I chop apples. I'm not tall enough to have the leverage to push down like you can.
Sorry, everybody.
You're here for the loud noises I make.
Shut up.
Doing it again. Turn it down.
Wait, hold on. Let me go turn it down.
Turn it back up.
Oh my gosh, Crystal.
Cheryl says, when are you celebrating your 20th anniversary? Apparently all year, according to Dan. Because when we went to go see Kathy Griffin and we went out to dinner and he made the reservation, he said we were celebrating our anniversary so we could get free dessert. It was a really good dessert. And do you have nicknames for all the cats? Do you even own pets if their names don't evolve into 5 other names? Mooch. Mooch is actually short for Muchissimo. Mooch, Moochie, Smooch. He hasn't been Smooch lately. He's just a grumpy old man now. Grumpy old man. Grumpers. Grumps. Topes. Okay, Topo is Topes, Topey, Topers, Dopo, Nopo when he's doing something he's not supposed to. Terry calls him Bopolo. What else? Leave Dan alone, he's still healing. No, he's milking it.
Thank you, Sky Dreamer.
Baxter's Baxy Boy. Striper's a Stripey Boy. Mama Derp. Baby Derp for Roxy. Roxy's also short for Roxifer. I don't know how that became a thing, but she's Roxifer. Chris with his member super chat. Look, guys, it's the beginning of the month and everybody's using up their member super chats. I'm not going to have to pay attention to you for the whole rest of the month. Says, I have a 22-year-old employee. Last week he asked what it was like to be from a different century. I told him to sit down before he hurt himself. Isn't that weird? So Blake's 22, about to be 23 next month. And it's so weird, like when you think about, because Chris, you're like around my age, like to think about like, wow, they like grew up in a whole different century. Like it's a whole different ball game for them. They don't know the things. When Blake was 3 years old, he got in my 1966 Mustang and said, "What's this?" And he was talking about the window regulator to roll up the window because he'd never been in a car that had that before.
Working at the bike shop, the kid that drove himself there, I said something about a fax machine. He's like, what? And I had to like Google and show him what a fax machine. He like never heard of it. Like his parents didn't even mention it.
Meanwhile, my old man at work always tells me, fax this over. There's one lady he does work for, and he calls her my girlfriend. Fax this over to your girlfriend. Email. I need to scan it and email it, but sure, I'll fax that over for you right now. Are you an 80s or 90s kid?
90s.
I was born in 1980, so technically I existed in the 80s. Don't remember much of that. Like, I grew up in the 90s. I was a teenager in the 90s.
The 90s was awesome. You guys would have loved you would have loved it. It was so extreme, and every commercial was crazier than the next commercial, and it was so fun. The 90s was awesome.
Jim says he turns 44 on
that's
Sunday.
right.
Well,
Happy
happy
birthday.
early birthday. I turned 44 in August, so we're not too far off from each other. Terry using her member super chat to tell us about her promotion at work.
Yay.
Terry is now the front end manager of a grocery store, rocking it. You haven't even been there like 6 months, have you? Like, it hasn't been that long. And it came with a $4 pay bump.
Terry's sign says on her her badge says Terry Verlegers, front end manager. I think that's funny.
She'll manage your front end.
She'll manage she'll manage your front end.
Hannah got a raise recently too, Dan. It was a raise in her medication dosage, but a raise is a raise.
Oh, that's dark, Hannah.
Hannah, I love you.
That's dark. That's a good stand-up joke.
Terry says, nope, not even 6 months.
Good job.
Terry is a hard worker. When she's over a job, she's freaking done. She will walk out that damn door with no warning. But when Terry works, Terry works.
Yeah, Terry's got to keep her hands moving. Terry's got to keep busy.
Yes. It's a good job for her because there's always something to do, and it's not hard physical labor because we are too damn old for that crap. Afriel says, you grew up with Toys R Us kids. Nowadays, go, huh? When you mention it.
There was Toys R Us's in Canada. There was retail. There were still retail stores. It wasn't like a mall outlet thing.
Not only, Afriel, did I grow up with Toys R Us kids being a thing, I was literally a Toys R Us kid because my mom worked at Toys R Us. I also worked at Toys R Us, and my mom has been Jeffrey the Giraffe in the costume. So I was literally a Toys R Us kid. I spent days after school, before I got my driver's license in high school, my mom worked. My school was like 20 minutes that way from her work, and home was like half an hour that way. So she'd go pick me up from school when she remembered, and drive me back to Toys R Us, and I would just hang out in the break room or wander the aisles. I met a boy there once and dated a boy for a while that I met on the pink aisle at Toys R Us.
Of course, the pink aisle. They ripped it down. There's no more Toys R Us there now, but I was sad when it went out of business. That was
my childhood.
Where's the toy store? Where's the toy store? Man, we'd always get to go to the Toys R Us, and there's so many toys there, and now it's just not.
Hannah wants to know how many jobs that I've worked either with my mom or that my mom also worked at one point. Look, getting a job is not about what you know, it's about who you know.
I forgot about that.
So check this out.
Oh my gosh.
So in high school, my mom worked at Toys R Us. My mom was I don't know what the actual title was, but she did the price changes, right? So she'd go get the price change list out of the computer and go change the price tags on the shelf and on the items and stuff.
Like clack slide.
She got carpal
Clack,
tunnel syndrome
slide.
from this so much with the price gun. Legit had to go out. So when she got carpal tunnel syndrome and had to have surgery for it, I knew how to do her job already. And I was 16, and they were like, "You want to do her job while she's out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why not?" It's like a few hours worth of work a week. It's not even that bad. So I took over that job for her. The next job that I had, I also did. I think I did 1 or 2 Christmas seasons there as well. The next job I had, I went and applied at Claire's, just like randomly, like, oh, I can work at Claire's. And the manager of the Claire's store used to work at Toys R Us with my mom and recognized my unusual last name, and so called and was like, "Hey, is your mom Patty?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's all, "Come in for an interview," and then I got hired. After that, all my jobs were of my own volition. However, when I worked at the gas station, at one point my brother needed a job, so I got my brother a job at the gas station. And
This fool's about to fall.
then that's it. Then yeah, he is. Dan got me and my brother a job where he worked when we did the CubeSmith Rubik's Cube stickers.
You got your own bank job.
I did get my own bake job. See how well that worked out?
There's no way he's like this is. He's like.
It's fun.
Even this is like already halfway off.
Shannon says, "I worked at KB Toys for 3 days." Hell no.
Really?
Yeah, if you didn't grow up in like the
They had-
90s and understand what toy stores were like back then.
That place was claustrophobic.
Gosh. So our Toys R Us had the game corral in the middle, which was like the walled off area where all the video games were, and people would legit just like send their kids there as daycare. And it was just full of screaming kids all like, "My turn, it's my turn, no, it's my turn." Terrible.
Oh, I was there.
Probably.
I remember when in that Toys R Us, I was 8 years old. I was 8 years old and maybe 9. I was 8, and then I went into the Toys R Us and they had the code for Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Like it was like a demo reel where the Nintendo was. And I ran to the car and I got a pen and paper and I ran back in and waited for like 10 minutes for this demo reel to come around to write down half of the code and waited again. My mom was awesome. She waited for me to write it down, and then I went back home and I must have written it down wrong.
A beer on bug says, "Oh my god,
And-
CubeSmith! I just got that." The logo was a little anvil with a Rubik's cube on top of it.
That was really cool. We did that for a long time. We did
I
that for
I
a
wish
decade.
I wish that we could have been more in charge of what that company was, because it could still be going.
It was pretty.
It could still be doing really well. Replacement
pretty
cube,
neat,
Rubik's cube stickers are necessary,
They are.
and yeah, it didn't pan out. Jennifer wants to know what jobs you had, Dan.
Okay, so when I was 15, I started playing hockey. Right, hockey got popular, and then I'm like, okay, I'm good enough that like I should play hockey. Like I want to sign up and play hockey. So, like, I don't know, like a couple miles away, inside like a warehousey area, there was like a half a roller hockey rink. So it was just like a half a hockey rink with like sports court on the ground, like just like tacky stuff on the ground, right? So you would go there and practice because it was hard just to practice at the one rink you had. So inside there, one of my friends, Adam, he actually worked there. He was like my age, 16. He was 16, maybe. He was a little bit older than me. And, you know, he would lock up and stuff because the owner was a air traffic controller, so he'd be gone for like long periods of time. And then, so I was in there all the time, practicing and hanging out. And so the rest of the stories will be faster. And so one day I was in there and Adam couldn't do it anymore or something. And the owner dude, Bill, was just like, "Oh man, I gotta go to work." And I'm like, "I can do it. I know how to do it." And he threw me the keys. And that was my first job for like a year or so. I did that. So I worked there for like a year. And like, I'm like, you see how immature I am. I was like 15 going on 12. I ride my bike over there and stuff. I'd sleep there sometimes and just like play hockey. And that's where I learned how to do all my hockey. I was just there day after day. So that was like my first job. Then after that, it was another hockey rink, and then it was the skate rink. So 3 hockey rinks. And then like I got a job at like the dude who owns the bike shop. He had a screen printing shop where he made also hockey
Jerseys.
Hockey jerseys and pants. And so I got hired there. I showed up.
The same print shop that I worked for.
I showed up there and was just like, "Hey, I'll work for free. Watch." And I just started vacuuming. I just started working. I vacuumed the place and stuff.
Why don't you ever do that around here?
That was a good one. I just started working there for free, and then all of a sudden he just started paying me, and I worked there for a lot of years. So I worked there for a while, and it was cool because like I played on the traveling team. It was really cool, right? So it was hockey rink, screen printing place, then NASA. And I was a computer engineer at NASA for like 4-ish years. Then after I Office Space and walked out of that job, we did CubeSmith stuff for a while. That was like for a decade. And then when that started like
it was
down,
also a screen printing shop. Like
Yeah.
we printed parts for like Raytheon and Crissair and stuff.
Yeah, that was cool. So we did that, and it was crazy. Crystal and I worked together. If you didn't know, Crystal and I worked together every day for 10 years, at least a decade.
Dan did not drive, so we literally spent 24 hours a day together
for a decade.
For a decade. For the first, aside from the first like year we were together, like the next 10 years we worked together.
We were together
24/7.
24/7. So like in close proximity, because there was only one other coworker there that we did it all right. So
it was the owner who, like, owners don't really work. They
So-
just, like, come in when they want to.
After that, Crystal went to the bank for a little bit, and I went and did the bike shop for 4 years, and it was so fun. That was the coolest job I've ever done, was the bike shop. It was so fun. And then when I walked away from that, I do this now with Jess, and it's been awesome. It's the best thing ever.
If you're noticing a pattern, yes, Dan does walk out of jobs with no backup plan.
No backup.
Jim says screen printing sweep to NASA computer engineer. There was some computer school in there too.
I did. I went to like a trade school. There was a computer school out here, and I went to the trade school for like 9 months. I was already good at computers already. So like the first half of it like was boring. I pretty much just did it so I could hurry and take the tests, because you get standard certifications, which you can just go walk in and take, but you still like need some sort of education background. So like I got my A+, and then I got my MCP, which is my Microsoft Certified Professional. Then my MCSE, which is my Microsoft Systems Certified Engineer and thing. And they're like $100 a test or $200 a test, right? So like I went to like that, and once you get those papers, nobody cared. Like I didn't even have a high school diploma, but I had these papers and Photoshop skills. So then that was good enough to like get me by. So yes, there was a little bit of computer school in there, not much. I had computers in my hand since I was a kid. Like in the like 80s, I had a computer already. Like my dad always worked at Eastman Kodak, and they always had computers and stuff there. So he brought some home, and I always had computers. So me and technology just Elon could put the thing in my brain, and I'd let him.
I heard they're not doing well with that.
Yeah.
We've got questions, Dan.
This what I do now is right. Not this. This is fun. Us doing this. What I do with the YouTube stuff and Jess and stuff is by far the coolest thing. Okay, yes, go ahead.
April wants to know, how do we not get tired of each other?
I don't know. It's mostly
we like each other.
It's mostly me. Like I'm just like not. I'm not a jerk.
Wait, it's mostly you in that like you don't get tired of me, or it's mostly you in that you're not a person one can get tired of?
They can't hear it while you're smacking. I can just see red lines on my computer.
What else? Okay, when you say it's mostly you, is it mostly you tolerate me well, or you are not a person one can get tired of? What is your intention with that?
I'll rephrase it. I am very, very easy to hang out with and get along with. Very easy.
Dan puts up with all my like weird OCD quirks and stuff very well, and we like each other.
I'm pretty easy. Yeah, I don't know. What you see on the camera is all the time. Life's easy.
Honestly, I'd say I give you a harder time on camera than in real life.
Oh.
Like I'm always kicking you out of the kitchen and stuff.
Oh yeah, you don't do any of that shtick.
No, that's on camera stuff. Cheryl wants to know why you didn't drive.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I told this story. So I was all stressed. I was working at NASA, and I was really stressed out.
This was like when we first got together. Within the first.
Right.
We lived together. Oh no, this happened right before we got together.
Yeah.
Like, because you still had your car and you were still driving it until I was like, hey bro, you don't have a license, you should not drive.
So I was at my friend's house, and I was all stressed out, and I had like a panic attack where like I couldn't breathe for a minute, and like I kind of like blacked out for a second, like from like, I was like, wow, and like I was stressed out for no reason at work. Like I was just stressed out, it was just work. And then like I went to the doctor, and it was like I had a seizure because like the sky's falling, right? And he's like, all right, like
here's some Depakote to fatten you up, and let me have your license.
Yeah, and then I was like, all right, and then like, then I stopped working at NASA, so then like I didn't have any more like health insurance or nothing, so I couldn't like, I didn't go and like try to pursue getting my license back. Nor did I think I was having, nor did I like looking back like They should have like done a test or something on me. Okay, right. So,
But, you know, in their defense, if somebody says they've had a seizure and they think they've had a seizure, the right move is take their license away because you should not be driving if you're having seizures.
so I just because I had no idea. Looking back, that's definitely not what happened. Right. Okay. Right. So like then like I don't know, a quick 8 years goes by because we were working at the print shop and like you know we weren't making that much money there. And Crystal was just driving the car.
We worked together
And-
like it was easy.
Right.
Like,
So I just didn't. And then one day I'm just like, I'm gonna get my life back. Watch this. And then like I went into the place.
You got the Medi-Cal.
Yeah,
for a
that's
minute.
what it was. I got like it was like, hey, look, sign up for like free insurance-y thing. So I got that, and then I went in there, and the guy signed my paper, and then I went and got my license back.
You
real
had to
quick.
do a sleep study, didn't you? I remember you going and sleeping at the place.
Yeah, for like an hour. They put those probes on my head, and your head's great. And I'm like, I know. The data I gave them when they put the thing on it, they were impressed with. So I give good head. And then I went and had to take a driving test again, and then I got my license back. And then
Did you have to take the driving test?
I had to take the written test.
Ah.
But yeah, so I know it is insane, but I just didn't have my license. It's so weird. I could tell it was a panic attack because I can see looking back now. But then they just did all that stuff and took my license, and I'm just I'm so way more alive than I was back then. I was still really super sheltered, and I just took everybody's word for it. So okay, I guess that's what's happening in my life now. But like you said, we were here. We were here together every day, all day,
24/7.
Yeah, it was fine. It was good. We live streamed back in the day. We made videos and stuff here. We hung out. I'm good. Everything I need's in here. I have my electronics that I love, and then we have a TV, and so we just hung out. I don't know. We get along fine.
We get along very
Yeah,
well.
I don't know. We get along fine. But I get along with everybody.
You're very easy.
Yeah.
I do see lots of concern that I need a better tool for this. I find it very soothing to peel the apples. I enjoy this thing with the knife of peeling the apple, and I'm very picky about the texture of apple, so I like to have hands on it to see oh, that part has to go. I don't like that part.
I watch Greg and Jamie do that when we're places and they take the fruit that belongs to nobody. It's just free fruit. And their knives are way sharper than that, and they go sliding on through.
That's cool.
You need a sharper knife. There's a lot of words on the screen, TLDR, so you'll have to read the stuff and let me know.
Cricket wants to know if either of us have ADHD. I don't know if this sounds rude, but it's a genuine question. Sorry if it does. Absolutely.
I'm pretty spazzy.
My brother was your stereotypical 80s, 90s ADHD bouncing off the walls, out of control, destroying things kid. So nobody ever asked if I had anything. Now that I'm an adult and the internet likes to show everybody their neurodivergence, I'm pretty sure I have ADD, and apparently ADD is not a thing anymore. It's only ADHD. But I don't know about the hyperactive part of things. But yeah, I'm starting to wonder whether or not I might also be on the spectrum. So there's that. Thanks, internet.
I just thought I was unique until the internet served me up all that stuff, and now I'm just like you and you and you and you.
Now you check all the boxes.
I just have a different dice roll.
And Jim says we're all neurodivergent here. When everybody's neurodivergent, has anybody really diverged?
It sounds what's neurodivergent? I don't know. I like the way I feel.
Neurotypical is normal. Not ADD, not autistic, not any of those things.
Live, laugh, love?
Shannon says, peeling first is faster. It's not because I don't have the dexterity like this. I have this skill. I don't have the skill to, peel an apple. Only this one.
Yeah, I probably have, I have really, 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 really bad anxiety that you guys probably would never know or see. But I get anxiety really bad.
Which is probably why he had the panic attack.
The older I get, the more I understand
lost his license.
Yeah, so I could stop it, or I can understand more.
No, you don't say you can stop it, because it's not as easy as just don't be anxious anymore. You've learned tools to deal with and manage it.
But so I have a lot of anxiety, and so but now that I'm older, I'm pretty old now. I'm gonna be 46 this year.
I think that's enough.
I'm pretty happy with who I am. So I think I'm good now.
Jim says the physical symptoms of panic and or anxiety attacks are extremely scary if you don't know what's up. Absolutely, and that's why I think Dan thought he had a seizure. And we talked about it like
Yeah,
a few
because
years into our
everything's got to be
relationship.
like the worst of everything.
Hey man, I don't
That's
think you
gotta
had
be
a seizure. Yeah, Dan's very much a catastrophist. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Dan
I
can't
like
look
that
up
name.
symptoms.
Catastrophist sounds cooler than neurodivergent.
All right, these are gonna brown. Let me do this. But I do see somebody. Oh, My Last Wicked Adventure loves the apple slicer tool. The one I had only slices but didn't have the helper to push the apple out. Yes, I went to my brother's house and he had that, and I was like, why don't I have that? Because you sit there and you try to push all the pieces out because it never goes all the way through. Absolutely. Amazon, Target, Walmart, wherever. If you're getting an apple slicer, get one with this that pushes all the slices out.
Also, we got the one that does double slices, so they're half as big.
Yes.
Because I've always grown up with the big old one. That's way better too. The double slices. Yeah, and that great thing does work really, really well. Stop it. You can stop your anxiety. Can't relate. No, not stop it, but
Manage.
like, I understand that like at like this point in my life, like it's gonna be okay, just like everything else is gonna be okay, and then like I can kind of be like a lot more calm. So I think just being like older now helps me a lot too. Like I feel like I've seen like life cycle.
When you're a catastrophist and you realize like, oh, there hasn't actually been a whole lot of catastrophes and it's all manageable.
And that's the thing, like I always
you start to realize like, okay, I don't have to absolutely freak out at everything. You still freak out, but then you talk yourself down.
I always think the worst case scenario and everything's dying and everybody's dying and then like nothing ever happens. Like it's like ever. So I try. But yeah, you guys probably don't know that. I get like a lot of anxiety and stuff. But
all right, guys. Time out on Dan's anxiety and panic attacks. All right, 3/4 to a cup of sugar. Oh, shoot, I forgot. So the one thing I did want to keep from the other recipe was half brown sugar, half white sugar. Because the brown sugar added a good flavor. I almost forgot about that part.
Here, let me raise you guys up a little bit.
Oh, it's probably time to turn on the stupid oven.
I know, whose idea was this?
I don't know. Don't worry, the next recipe's happening in the air fryer.
There we go.
All
I
right.
got you guys up.
So we're gonna do a half a cup of sugar and a half a cup of brown sugar. Shannon says, after dealing with Toby's autism, I am more aware that I may be on the spectrum as well. Yeah, things that I'm just like, oh, I'm quirky. It's my OCD. Yeah. Pretty sure there might be some RFID in there. Do you know what that is?
Oh, I'm not touching that acronym. I've learned my lesson.
Avoidant restrictive food intake disorder. Like, just hearing those words, yeah?
Does that mean you only like chicken nuggets?
That can be a thing, but like, think about me and how I eat. Look, I may be a vegetarian because of RFID, but it's easier to say I'm a vegetarian than to like be like, oh, I have RFID. But like, my mom made, look, if you had to eat my mom's meat growing up, wouldn't you stop eating meat? Wouldn't you be avoidant and restrictive of that?
I don't figure myself out. I just live life.
See, the internet serves this stuff up and it's
It
like,
does.
hey,
Oh my gosh, it serves me up all the.
do you think this might be
ADHD
what's
stuff.
wrong with you? And I'm like, yeah, probably. Oh yeah, that too. Yep. Could you stop, please? Because I'm not self-diagnosing and it's a little late in the game to go be like, hey, I need a title for this. All right, we need 2 tablespoons of flour. And we're mixing this all in. This is going to go into our apples to coat our apples. And on top of this, we're going to put a teaspoon of cinnamon and a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg.
Hey Dan, did you follow the K-Dot versus Drake beef at all? I didn't. Drake, the Degrassi High guy? No.
Oh, yeah, you don't. I promise you don't care. I read a whole thing about
I
it.
promise you don't care.
I promise you don't care. Look, one of them's trash, and the other one's putting out good raps.
I'm still. She called it raps. He puts out good raps.
Raps? Rhymes? Dropping the beats? I don't know.
You know.
The not Drake guy is the one we're supporting, I think, from what I gathered. We don't like Drake. He's kind of pedophile-y.
I don't need. Look, it's weird that like I work on like all my stuff is digital and I work everything online. I don't see any of the stuff. I don't hear any of the stuff. Nothing, unless I accidentally click down by my Windows 10 where it says it's windy down there and it pops up and it shows me like who Stephen King's mad at or like who's flying this
Stephen
or that
King,
cat.
man, he don't like the Republicans.
And
he's always letting them know.
And so like I don't know, it's beautiful. Like I just stay so far out of it. It's fantastic. My little, nice little in-the-house bubble.
John says, Crystal, I went out and bought better meat than my mother. By the time I was 14, I'd had enough and I just stopped eating meat. It was made easier by the fact that I started dating a guy whose whole family was vegetarian, but I was not in a position to buy better meat than my mom. And it wasn't the cuts of meat she was buying. My mom is that person that, like, how do you want your steak? Well done. Like, I want it to be a hockey puck before I eat it.
Stop it.
Why?
Because she's probably watching.
She does not watch, first of all.
I
If
got
she does,
her-
she knows how I feel about
But when
her
I
meat.
was over there last, I got all her internet stuff hooked up. So, like, she could be...
Look, my mom does not care what I'm doing anymore. In the beginning, she watched. Now she's like, what are you making? Are you bringing it to me on Monday?
Patty,
That's it.
I didn't mind your pork chop pucks. So, there's that.
You did mind the pork chop pucks. This is going to be too big for here. Fingers.
Whoa, you almost tarried my hands.
Oh, bye gaming, Midnight Sun, ham. You'll always be my favorite ham. Jim says he could care less, but I'm willing to bet he could not care less. Which rapist is beefing with another? But then it shows up on well-known hermit Jim Cornette's radar. It happens.
Do you know who that is?
Jim Cornette?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the guy that you listen to the podcast about wrestling and hockey and... Is it wrestling or just hockey? He does sports, but not wrestling.
Just wrestling.
Just wrestling?
Just wrestling.
I thought sometimes he talked hockey.
Oh, that's Mark Madden.
Oh, yeah, it's the other angry white guy.
There's a big old hashtag for you down there. There's a,
My bad.
There's a expialidocious hashtag.
Hashtag Crystal said my mama can't cook. I never said anything about your mama. I said my mama can't cook. I don't know. Did I ever eat your mom's food? I don't remember. You know what I remember most about your mom? Is her pothos. Her glorious pothos that went through the house, all through the rooms. That's what I remember most. Also, your mom's always been super nice to me. Probably because I was a good influence, unlike the rest of your friends. And Cricket says, rocks are pretty. Let me stay under it. I don't need to know about the world burning. My personal bubble is already on fire. I'm kind of with you on that. But I like to keep myself informed. And then sometimes, like, people talk... Look, I spend a lot of time on Reddit at work because there ain't crap to do at work sometimes. And sometimes I see, like, references to things, and I'm like, I need to know more about whatever this is. And so then I'll deep dive. There's a subreddit, if you guys read it, there's a subreddit called Out of the Loop. So if you ever realize, like, I don't know what these people are talking about, go to Out of the Loop and find a thread about it, and someone will succinctly describe it in, like, a paragraph, and then you're done. My description actually came from... It was like Tom Hanks's kid, I think, but not the one that does the movies and stuff. He has like a younger kid, I think. Was it Tom Hanks?
It was Colin Hanks.
No, it wasn't Colin Hanks though.
John Ritter.
John Ritter's dead. What? Anyway, somebody's famous actor dad was like, hey, what's going on with this? And I think it was Tom Hanks who texted like, hey, what's going on with this beef between these two? And then the kid texted and explained it and then screenshotted it and put it on the internet so I could understand what was going on in like 2 easy screenshots. And that's about all I care about it. 2 screenshots worth. Beer on Beg says, my mom's cooking was awesome. I still can't figure out how to make her stew. My mom did make some good things growing up. It was not boiled carrots. And it was not microwaved meatloaf, but there were some good things that I've altered to be my own recipes now. Chet Hanks, thank you. It was Chet. You knew. Chester, Chet. Apparently it's Chester, and who the hell wants to go by Chester these days? Chet it is. Thank you. You guys knew what I was talking about. And thank you to Chet Hanks for posting that so I didn't have to read any further. Yeah. Hannah with her member super chat. Hannah, you've been our friend for 40 whole months. Yeah. So I learned this week that while my medication may not be as effective as it could be, it keeps me from being completely unhinged. Long story short, I fired one of my healthcare providers. Good for you. I think we talked about this like 1 or 2 shows ago. Absolutely manage your healthcare. Do not expect that your doctors are going to call you to talk about the things that need to happen because nobody cares but you. They've got too much going on and they're not going to follow up. They're not going to tell you what's wrong with you or do the test you need. You have to tell them what you need, which sucks. Like you have to do the research and be a doctor and then be like, hey doctor, since you have that diploma, can you write the piece of paper that says I need this thing? And then they do. But you have to do the work. The hard work. You weren't even near that one.
I watched it happen with my eyes.
Shannon says Chet Hanks is the one who thinks he's a rapper. Oh, is that why his dad asked him what was going on? I never even heard of a Chet Hanks. I only knew there was a Colin. Like, oh, he's got a kid, right? Like, that's his kid. didn't occur to me he had more children than that. Mooch, this is apples. There's nothing here for you. The Chester is a cat's name. I concur.
Crystal.
Dan.
In 8 days, our phone's up for new phoning.
I'm not ready to have that conversation yet.
But Verizon messages me every day and then sends me messages in the mail.
Oh, you know that I get the emails as well.
In the bottle.
Dan, I'm not ready to talk about that. My brain is too full of my world on fire, as Cricket put it. It's too full of my own problems, Dan. Can you get the cat, or should I get him?
No, I can't.
Can you lift it? He's heavier than a milk jug.
Okay. He did not want to be put down.
No. My doc said that I know more than they do. You have to. You really do have to manage your own health care. I had that sleep study and like nobody called me, so I had to call them and be like, so what's going to happen now? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, so I did the test and you got results. Now what? And she's like, oh, let me look. And she took my information and she's like, oh, they haven't gone over the report yet. Okay, so when they do I call you? Do you call me? Do you give it to my doctor? Because my doctor's not really very good about calling me. So do I have to call my doctor? And she had to like look into it and then come back and tell me like, yeah, we'll send it to your doctor probably in like another week or so. So sometime next week I need to call my doctor and see if they got the results yet. Because they're not going to call me. Because they let me have precancerous cells for 2 months before I made them talk to me to tell me what was wrong with me.
I mean, I did get a $3,500 bill for anesthesia in the mail yesterday.
You should have just given them your insurance information over the phone. Did you call insurance today?
I did not.
Put it on your list.
No, it's on my desk over there.
Ooh, John says that he almost got named Archibald instead of John. Does that beat Chester? I'd rather be Chester than Archibald. It has cuter nicknames.
Chester than Archibald.
I'd rather be Chet
I'll do Archibald. I'm sorry.
Okay, what nicknames do you get from that? Baldy?
I'd be Archie. I'd be Archie.
Unattractive.
I'd be Arch.
Unattractive.
I mean,
look.
What's up with Chester? Chaz? Because from like Airheads?
I'd be a Chaz.
You'd be Chaz.
I'd be a Chet.
Chet? Chet sounds like Chode's brother.
Alright.
It's Chode and Chet.
When you mix all this stuff in with the apples, it like brings out the juices out of the apples and it gets all delicious. So like coat it until it's not dry anymore and everything becomes a liquidy sauce. Oh, so good. So good. What about Archer? No.
I don't mind that.
Chi-Chi? Okay, you could be Chi-Chi. If I ever meet an Archibald, I'm calling him Chi-Chi.
Verizon keeps sending me those emails too, but I just paid off my iPhone 13 after 3 years, and there's no way I'm jumping back into more payments. The phones are free, so it shows like $28 for both of our phones, and then it shows $28 credit. So we don't pay for any of our phones. I just have to go and wait until the credit's all back on there of the thing. So like every month, so there's $28 left on the phone that we don't have to pay for, and I go turn it in, and they give me another phone, and then I still don't have to pay anymore. It's still deducted off of my bill to keep me there. So you should look into it because the phones should be free and it shouldn't cost you anything. Because we have Verizon as well. So I'm just trading it in.
Alright, back to the pie.
Wait, do you have to put stuff on there, or like the cover, or the sheet, or the pie cover?
I'm not a fan of making pie crusts, so I just use the pre-made ones. You do whatever works for you.
Could you Topo? Don't have running dreams and be sliding off the edge. You just want to know what's happening here. Yeah, I don't know. Well, when I open up my app, it's like right there. Or like you can call like the Verizon dudes, but they should, like, that's the deal right now. It's like free phones. Dale said Chester. How about Chessie? C-H-E-S-S-I-E,
No.
Chessie as a nickname?
Nope.
No?
They want to see Topo.
Yeah.
Liquidium wants to know how the weather is here. It's hot as hell here in Vegas. Yeah, just under hell. Today it actually started to cool down, so at the moment, at 7:20 at night, it is 83 degrees. But it's been in the 90s and 100s for the last couple weeks, and will continue to be for the next few weeks. I think Sunday said like 89, so we'll get a slight reprieve. But yeah, it's been pretty close to hell here. Just stupid hot. Like, I get home from work and I take a shower.
Hi, Topo.
It's
You're
just
gonna
hot.
fall.
It's not even anything you want, I assure you. I don't pre-bake the crust. I just, I guess I could. What's the box say about pre-baking?
Rattle roll.
I know, you don't read.
What's up, Topo? Topo, you're like super sliding off.
It does not say to pre-bake it. One crust pie.
Oh, you stay out of there. You're not. Oh no.
No, because we're baking the apples, we don't bake the crust.
Hold on, I'm having camera issues.
Alright.
Oh, you scram.
I'm having mooch issues.
You go over there. Alright, here we go. Whew.
Are you okay? Have you done too much?
I'm good to go.
Can I get a hand in Mooch's face? Alright, so pie. You just shove all the apples in here. And then we're going to make the crumbly bits for on top. Probably could have done one more apple. But that's okay, because we probably won't even finish the damn pie. I think this is my bigger pie pan, too. I should have gotten the other one out. Oh well, here we go. This is a pie. Alyssa says, I've been taking 2 showers a day every day I work because it's so hot at work. I am very happy to finally, for like the first time in forever, work in a temperature controlled environment where we keep it set to 70 degrees and I need a sweater. I actually just bought a couple new sweaters so that I have more sweater options at work.
What did I call it? God's breath. Work inside God's breath.
It is amazing. Brittany, thank you. I did put the oven on. Alright, so now we're going to make the crumbly bits. Wait. How much butter does it say I need?
All the butter.
1/3 of a cup.
Hi everybody. Are you making more stuff right this second?
Yeah, I have to make the crumble for the top.
Oh, okay.
For that part.
Yeah, I do now. I do. There's so many words. You guys should talk like monosyllabically to me.
Oh my god.
Hi, Dance. There's a sentence I can cover.
Can you dumb it down for him a little bit?
There's a sentence I can get. People say it's hot. Uncle Yukon's mad that his Kool-Aid's warm.
Is that what?
His Kool-Aid's almost warm. I miss, if you guys ever see Pink Swamingo come back, they discontinued that when I was a kid. I loved it. My Kool-Aid face was Pink Swamingo. I wish they would make that. That one. I think there was like Barrysaurus Rex or something too that was really good. Are you done with this?
Yeah, that's all trash, but it should probably go outside because it's going to be liquidy at some point.
I don't go
All right.
outside anymore.
I know you don't. Watch out. 1/3 of a cup is right.
It was cherry limeade. It was my fizzy water flavor this week.
I'm worn out. It's warm. I might need a nap after this.
You can take an apple pie nap. That's fine. I'm sad because I really want to race on my race car sim, but I can't.
No
yet.
driving.
No driving. There's lots of things happening.
Afriel says, oh wow, that's what I'm drinking. From the Aldi? Did you get it at Aldi too? Did your girlfriend almost break her collarbone bringing it into the house for you? Brittany, if you're still here, you are still here. Don't worry. We're going to open your gifts as soon as this gets in the oven. Although I think they're Dan gifts because one of them felt like a Hot Wheel.
Is it? Oh my gosh. But sometimes it's for like, maybe it's more Hot Wheels for...
You know he needs more Hot Wheels.
Maybe it's for the league.
The deal says I can totally see Topo go sliding off of that thing in about a minute. I think he's pretty good. I don't think Mooch wants water. He's going this way, not that way. If he wants water, he'll go that way. Mooch, you cannot have the butter. Alright, so this is going to be 3/4 cup flour, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and a half a cup of sugar. I think I might have enough. I have more sugar, but I don't want to have to get it out.
Yeah, Jim, when I'm with Jess and Jamie and the dogs, when they jump, I make the Mario noise in my head. Well, that's where it came from in the first place, but like, yeah, too much product, man.
Shannon says she got the teenagers some Sharkberry Fin last summer, and it was not what she remembers.
No, it's not.
Just sweet. Aiden says, have you tried ice drinks? Yes, I actually drink them. I don't like carbonated stuff, but good news, it's warm out. Are you done? Thank you. I like the orange mango, and I actually get the Aldi ones, which are called, what do they call it? It's not ice. I think there's one in the fridge right now.
Resource Rex. There was a Rex one that I liked too that I discontinued. Did the refrigerator try to take you out?
Look, I don't know if it's visible on camera. This thing is out of control.
It can be.
No, it doesn't. It shouldn't be. Sparkling Frost from Aldi. They are called Sparkling Frost, and they're like 69 cents. Orange mango, and I got strawberry kiwi the other day. That was really good.
And they're 69 cents.
Thanks, Dan. See if we have a half a cup of sugar, or if I gotta get a stool.
OMG, that's not an FX. No, it is. But like in my head, it would play the Mario jump sound, and then I put it in. If that's what you mean.
BRB.
If you want, you can check the window. What are you doing?
I have to get more sugar. But first, let me move my torso of all berries.
Oh yeah, here I'll show you your oops all berry flex.
Uh-oh. No, this one is sugar. When I glanced at it, I thought it was flour, but it's not. It's sugar. Shannon says the iced Starburst strawberry water is yummy. I did see that at Walmart, but I didn't get it. Maybe I will next time.
You have so much sugar. There was like 10.
You always wedge the dowels in the window when you open the window.
Is to keep the cats from.
You have to move the dowel first.
Cats
Break a window.
Opening up the window and escaping.
I'm not gonna open the window and escape. They have it too good here. Yes, anyway, I did see that, but I didn't buy it. I thought about it and was like, oh, I don't really like the carbonated drinks. Every once in a while, if I want something carbonated, I'll get that. Dan's not really, like, you don't not like them, but you're not the biggest fan. You like the water better.
I like the fizzy stuff. There's not enough ounces.
All right, half a cup of sugar. Sorry, I gotta refill this real quick because I'm gonna need sugar next time. If you guys have a Costco card, the way to go is bulk flour and sugar and just put it in containers in your cupboard. I sacrifice an entire shelf in my pantry for all my bulk baking products, aside from my baking cupboard. You know it's like $9 for 25 pounds of flour? You can't beat that. Jennifer says, I like the black raspberry with caffeine. Of the ice drink? They have caffeine? Or are we talking about something different now? Jim says the cherry, strawberry, and blue raspberry Starburst drink powders are all really tasty for something a bit different.
I don't
remember if we ever got the Starburst ones.
We tried the Starburst ones once. They were good. I had the light pink one.
All right, a teaspoon of cinnamon.
Navy beans. You could end up with a dishonorable discharge, but I like navy beans.
Do you? Can you identify a navy bean?
No, I imagine it's just like fricks and beans. Yeah. No?
No. All right, we're gonna mix this crap together. All right, this is just sugar, flour, and cinnamon, and we're gonna cut in 1/3 cup of butter. This is my least favorite thing to do.
It looks fun, but it's not.
It's not. It always just gets stuck. And then you have to take the knife and get all the stuff out of it. Yes, they have ice with caffeine in them. We don't do caffeine. Like, we're not coffee drinkers. We're not caffeine people. So yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. We just get the regular ones.
I usually go pretty caffeine crazy when I go out to see Jess. Who's doing what they're doing?
Even though multiple doctors have told you not to have caffeine. Multiple doctors. You know, that whole panic attack thing. Doesn't help.
Precious,
now what about using a fork instead? The butter's too hard. It would bend my fork.
And then you can't really like warm it up or nothing. How like
yeah, it has to be crumbly. So this is the best tool for it. I just hate doing this. It's not a fun task. But I like the crumbly top, so I have to. Now you can't heat up the butter and stir it in. That gives you a different type of topping.
Okay.
It has to be cold. You still want the butter to stay like chunky, not, you don't want it to like turn into sand, really. John says, always makes me laugh when I see those bottles of instant pancake mix that cost a fortune, and it's just flour, milk, and eggs. How hard could it be? Hold on, are you not American? Why'd you say bottles? Bottles of pancake? Do they come in bottles?
Yeah.
I don't buy Bisquick, but I will buy like the flavored. Walmart gets me every Christmas, like holiday season, when they come out with the flavors. Right now I have hot chocolate pancake mix and apple cinnamon pancake mix. And then Cost Plus World Market has these like cylinders of pancake mix. Oh, so good. I think I have cinnamon roll in there right now. Those are always good. What if it was just slightly warm? No, you can't warm it. It's different. It'll like make it too sandy. You want it to be like chunks of butter, so you'll have like crunchy balls after it cooks. Crystal the Animal Lover is here. Hello, friend. With her member super chat. She's been a member for 27 months. Thank you, Crystal.
Yay.
Hi, guys. Hope you're doing well. Yummy pie. It will be when we're allowed to eat it tomorrow when it's cold. I like apple pie cold. It's fine enough warm. Like, sometimes I'll warm it up a little bit. I like it cold. So good. You shaking your head on it? Oh, at Mooch. Okay. I closed the window so as not to disturb the neighbor that was outside, but it's too hot. I need the air to come this way. They tend to come in plastic bottles you shake after adding water in Australia. Okay, yes. Helen, I think, sent us a bottle of pancake mix once. And I was like, pancake mix in a bottle? But yeah, ours comes usually in a box with a bag inside, and you measure out the amount you want and then mix your liquids with it. I do make pancakes from scratch a lot. Dan likes buttermilk pancakes, so I make those from scratch a lot for him. I mean, and me. I eat them too. Insert crunchy balls joke here. You knew. See? I don't even have to make the joke. Liquidium, I'm with you. Bagged milk is the weirdest damn thing. Of all the things to put in a bag.
And they're like in record crates too. Like all the bags are in record crates in the fridge area.
Are you sure they're not milk crates? Because record crates are actually milk crates, Dan.
Oh.
They're like, they're literally called milk crates.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not known as record crates.
Oh.
Do you have air conditioning? No, we live in the very dry desert, so we have an evaporative cooler, also known as a swamp cooler, because that's a great name. Works really well, but you have to do this thing where you open a window slightly so the air can move through, and it's best to like have it. When I closed this, then it went out the bedroom window, and so it pulled all the air that way. So it's better to have this one open near me. Terry says, I love pancake day. Terry knows I love making pancakes on the weekend. It's my favorite thing. Oddly enough, real milk crates are too small for records. Fair enough. When when I worked at the gas station, we had to keep the empty milk crates, which I don't think, did they have, I guess they did have milk in them. Yeah, the milk guy would come and bring it. We had to keep the milk crates in the walk-in cooler after they were empty because people steal the milk crates if you put them outside. Like, usually, I don't even think they do it anymore now that I think about it. Like, last time I was there, I don't remember seeing them. But you'd stack up, like, the things that hold the 2-liter bottles and stuff. You just stack them up outside for the Pepsi guy to come get next time he comes. And so we do the same thing with the milk crates. But, yeah, they get stolen a lot. Well, Terry says, I miss eating with you guys and cooking with you guys. I know. Dan misses your meat. You know we're about to get more meat, Terry. We're getting some cow this time. All right, so... It's kind of sandy, but there's still, like, big bits in it. And you just sprinkle it evenly over the top. Aw, Uncle Yukon says, Terry, we miss seeing you. Oh, Beer and Bug, don't worry. The cooler's on. It had been on. It's way too hot to not have it on. I think Dan's mics are good enough, like, directionally, that it shouldn't be that big of a deal noise-wise.
I've learned tomorrow on Dantix it'll probably be worse because we'll be under there, but I've learned the mics a little bit, and we got a new cooler a couple years ago. That helped. But I also learned how to use the microphones better. This one's open up really wide so you can hear everything. It's almost open up to the max, so it's like snooping the best. During Dantix, I turn mine to 50%, so it's barely snooping, so you're only hearing what's like in here. And then, but Crystal's will be open a little bit, and the fan will be blowing on it because
I never put it close enough to my mouth, and you always yell at me to
which
put
is
it closer to my mouth.
Which is okay. The closer to your mouth, the more I can turn it. The more I can turn the snooping down, so it doesn't hear. So that's why I like, if I have it close enough to my mouth, you shouldn't be able to hear anything around it. So I've learned that. Before it used to be just wide open mics on everything.
Jim says, yeah, you live in the hood if you gotta lock up your milk crates and cardboard pallets. People will steal anything if it's not tied down around here. One of my coworkers had to go home yesterday because his wife had to leave and the garage wouldn't close. And I'm like, oh, you live on the west side, you should be fine. But yeah, I still wouldn't leave if my garage wouldn't close.
No, I think they took all the copper out of your air conditioning unit the other day.
Oh yeah, on the holiday weekend, the people, the hoodlums, came to my work and busted through the fence in the back and took all the copper and the Freon out of the middle air conditioning unit. Not mine, not my area. We were still nice and cool. All right. Thank you, Cheryl. It does look good, but we're not there yet. This is going to go in the oven for like an hour. 45 to 50 minutes, so you guys aren't going to see this until tomorrow. But tomorrow, we're doing some Dantix and we'll eat some pie. BRMX says, do you need a fan too? We have plenty of fans, don't worry. Let me stick this in the oven at 445 to 50 minutes.
What drip on the bottom?
You tell me. Alexa, set a 45-minute timer.
45 minutes.
You're welcome.
Starting now.
A fan with a bowl of ice or frozen water bottle in front of it makes a good temp aircon. We're good. I have a little like retro looking metal fan that is under the TV on that cabinet that blows directly on the couch. That works really well. Dan's got like 3 different fans he's purchased. Every room has ceiling fans. Like we're pretty good at managing the heat. It's still warm. Like an air conditioner would be better. However, the swamp cooler is way cheaper. Like pennies on a dollar compared to an air conditioner.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's fine. We got a new roof too, and that helps a little bit.
Beer and Bug, as if I had to ask, do you have ice cream to go with the pie?
We do.
What do you think of me? Of course I have ice cream.
We do.
Vanilla bean.
Yes, and we have stuff for root beer float too, so that's awesome.
Cricket is excited to see the categories. She's so excited she couldn't spell it. I'm assuming they are so excited they couldn't even spell it right.
Oh yeah, Crystal
to
made
see the categories tomorrow for Dantix.
She made all the new questions.
Mm-hmm.
You should sit for Dantix. I don't know. I stood up today. Like this is the longest I've stood up. So I don't know. Maybe I need a Jurassic Park cane.
Yeah.
Maybe so. But it's okay. We'll do this. We'll be back at it. And we'll do it. I don't know.
At any point, if you need to, you can call it. Like, we could do 1 category and Dan's done, that's it. 2 categories,
no, look,
3, whatever.
I'm good. I'll figure out how to comb my hair tomorrow.
That might be the hardest part. But being on takes a lot out of you, and at any point, if you need to call it, you can call it.
Maybe, I cannot do my hair. That's the gimmick.
Yeah, do your hair. It's the only game show that has a host with a hawk, duh.
We'll figure it out.
Caramel ice cream goes wonderfully with pie. Don't you worry, I do have some caramel sauce in the fridge that'll be drizzled. Putting caramel on the pie.
That's good. I'm okay.
Putting caramel on the pie.
But we don't even get to eat the pie tonight because it's gonna be like.
It'll be lava. You can have a slice of warm pie tonight if you want. The
I'm
problem is
cold.
if
I
you
need it
slice
cold.
it while it's warm,
It all soups out.
it will be a little bit soupy.
I love it like super cold. So
It's better
I'm
to
good.
wait for it to set and be cold, and then cut your slice and microwave it, and then put your ice cream on top, than to eat it fresh out the oven. Afriel wants you to promise that you'll call it if you need if you need.
Oh,
to rest.
yes, we'll be good to go. Crystal can come in and answer questions.
Liquidium with a super chat. Sorry, I made a mess on the counter. What recipes have you done here? Are your favorite? Where I lost the mouse.
There you go.
Oh, there
you
it
did
is.
it. You did it.
The mouse whose dongle to plug into the computer is lost somewhere in
It's
Dan's
missing.
computer.
Afterwards, you'll have to like look at my computer to see where it could be.
Jennifer wants to know if I made this pie before. So yes, but no. Liquidium, thank you for the super chat. I will get to you. I have made this pie before. This is actually my favorite apple pie recipe. It is in my handwritten cookbook.
Yeah, I asked for it the other day. I was like, can we do an apple pie again?
Small change to this because I usually make it with only sugar, but the last time I made an apple pie, it was half sugar, half brown sugar, and I liked that brown sugar flavor with the apples, so I did split the sugar in half here and replace it with half the sugar. But yes, this is my own recipe that I made from two different recipes that I liked but weren't great, and I took the topping that I liked from one and the apple mixture that I liked from the other, and I wrote it down and made that into my recipe. Liquidium says we've been binging a bunch and we were curious. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, what is your favorite?
So these days, mostly what I do is to try new recipes. Because I have, this is what we're baking out of tonight, is my favorite recipe book. You can get this on Amazon. It's like $13. If you click a link somewhere, there's... I don't know if you have that anymore.
I'll put a little side
The Guinea
cam.
Bacon Crystal, did you let that expire?
I'm
I
not
thought we were
sure.
figuring that out the
I
other
think
day
we
when I
did.
tried to post the recipe.
But those are all her spells in there.
Yes. So originally when I started, I wanted to show you guys all the recipes that I love. First recipe I made was Carmelitas because I was really big on Carmelitas at the time. I'm like, I gotta show you guys this. And then I don't know what else did I do in the beginning. Oh, I've done pumpkin roll. So basically anything that's in this book is my favorite, but there's been stuff that I've made that has made it into the book. My iced oatmeal cookies. If you like those grandma cookies, no, is it grandma's? That are the like crunchy oatmeal cookies with the icing on top, just the like thin layer of white icing.
That was good.
Yes, carrot cake. Hannah knows. Hannah started making my carrot cake. I make a damn good carrot cake. If you guys are into carrot cake at all, make my recipe. It's
But like,
good.
what were the new surprises? You made this chocolate cookie with some sea salt stuff on it.
Yes, that's in here.
That did really well. That one was new from the show. We liked that one.
Salted caramel brownie cookies. Yes. So, anything that is in this book prior to like me trying it on here, I made a bunch of different apple pies and then decided, okay, this is the apple pie. I made a bunch of different chocolate chip cookies. This is the chocolate chip cookie recipe. Yes, cinnamon toast crunch coffee cake. You guys know that's the good stuff. Aunt Terry's sugar cookies. That's this past year's recipe on the recipe card for our card exchange. The big chewy chocolate chip cookies. Amanda, what about the gooey butterscotch bars? Oh, those are so good.
My favorite ones were the tortilla behind the stove, dodging the tortilla, the noodle on the ceiling, any of the Willy catches.
All my least favorite moments.
Oh my gosh.
Jennifer says you should turn these recipes into a book you can sell. We have talked about that. Again, there's not enough hours in a day, but I'm working on it. As I find recipes that I like and that I know work. The butterscotch blondie gooey bars, the butterscotch squares, that's Aunt Terry's recipe where it's like a C's candy. That's a damn good one. So if you go back to like the older shows, like the first year and a half, that was a lot of, yes, Amanda, the white chocolate brownies. Those were damn good. Amanda made those several times. Stop with the Taki.
That wasn't.
We don't say that word in this house
That
anymore.
wasn't on the show. That was a short that I was making.
We don't talk about it anymore. But yeah, anything from like the first year or so of the show, that was all the like, hey, this is a good recipe. Let me show you this great recipe. And then I kind of ran out of recipes. Although I have realized there's a couple things. The banana walnut chocolate chip cheesecake, cream cheese bread that I made this week. I've never made that on the show. We should do that on the show. That's gluttonous and amazing. Yes, Nancy, the SpaghettiOs down the vent that turned into Cheerios. There's been a lot of Dan chaos in my kitchen. This is why I have to kick him out. So after I went through the recipes that I know and love, I just started picking recipes. A lot of you sent recipes. A lot of you recommended recipes. I still have all kinds of stuff pinned, and even in here, I don't even know who sent the what. There's a corn and black bean salsa from Crystal Ray. What else do I have? Oh my god. Remember the chocolate chip graham cracker s'mores sandwich cookies? And it was 2 graham cracker cookies with the
Yeah,
the
that was
marshmallow
fun.
filling, and then it was dipped in chocolate. That was ridiculous. So good. That was my own. Nobody sent me that. I found that and made that on the show. Chocolate and Bailey's mud cake. Oh, I forget these are in here. I should make this one. Who sent this one with the amazing handwriting?
I forget.
Beautiful. If you guys send me recipes, you should write your name so I can give
What's
you
on the
credit.
very bottom line?
That it's good with ice cream.
Oh, okay.
Hershey's Classic Milk Chocolate Chip Cookie. This is from Hannah Willis. Also, beautiful handwriting. Amazing.
Carrie said, nobody's gonna say spaghetti noodle in the sky. When I threw that spaghetti noodle and it stuck there forever, I was so proud. When it finally came down, I hid it on my desk because I was gonna reboil it and eat it on the show and during your show.
I threw it away.
And then it disappeared, and then I asked Crystal where it was like months later, and she's like, I can tell when she's guilty. She's just like, I don't know. Or they're out of stock on Hot Wheels.
Guess we're all out. Who knows? Why does the camera look so dark? I look very red. You didn't do me any favors here. I guess I just didn't look at myself the whole
turn
time.
much light on.
Candy Crunch Pudding Pie.
I was done raising my arms above my head. I can make more light happen.
Oh, this was a recipe from my mom's neighbor, Snickers bar cookies. Remember my mom's neighbor made these mini chip snowball cookies, but then like screwed the recipe all up and made the most amazing cookies, and for years I asked for the recipe and then she finally gave it to me and I never made it because it's like 6 cups of flour and I don't know,
Yeah.
it's really good. So yeah, I pick recipes and then basically tell you what I think about them now because I ran out of the things that I love, but I do have a few more like to show you guys at some point. It's a matter of like what I'm in the mood for that week, and it's hard because I try to plan ahead, so I'm like, oh, what am I gonna want to make like in 3 weeks? I don't know what I want, but like, can you shut this side camera off because nothing's happening here anymore? But like this month I have all this extra pie crust in the freezer. I need to use it up before it gets freezer burned, so we're making pie things. You want to grab the gifts from
We can.
Brittany for unboxing?
Before we go, Amanda said that AJ's now, congratulations, a 4th grader.
Oh, congratulations! I cannot believe your child is that old. In my mind, he's forever 5 years old.
Yeah, he was a not 4th grader one. We met you guys.
Dan just wanted to make sure you were glowing while online with the lighting. Here's the thing, my skin is very red toned, and with proper lighting we can fix that, and he did not today. So along with my frizzy windblown hair, I'm red.
What are you, Martin Scorsese all of a sudden?
I try to look my best on camera and I correct you, but today I didn't. Look, I'm not tired today. I'm like 3 weeks worth of tired. My brain has kind of given up on everything. How do you prevent ice cream that's opened and new from freezer burn? I have heard 2 things. One is if you take the lid off and put foil or saran wrap and like push it down onto the ice cream and then put the lid back on, that helps. Also store it upside down. I've heard that those 2 things help. Have I ever done either of those things? No, not at all.
Eat your ice cream faster.
I just scrape the freezer burn off the top and then tell Dan, here, eat the top layer.
Who's asking?
April.
April, eat the ice cream faster.
Yes, eat the ice cream faster.
Okay.
Hannah says my skin's also red toned, but only after I've been in the sun without sunscreen. Oh, I just live red. Like, this is my life. Like, my skin is red. Dan, I'm sure these are all for you. Go for it. You have the strength in you to open packages.
These are from Brittany. Thank you so much, Brittany.
Cricket's suggestion is to eat the whole tub in one sitting. Absolutely. Yeah, that's the best. Oh, it wasn't even opened? Yeah. When you buy it from the store, do not buy ice cream if there's if there's ice on the outside of the containers. Our Stater Brothers is really bad for that. The outside of the containers always have ice on them. Yeah, don't buy ice cream from that store anymore. Simple as that. It really is. Just that store does not have good temperature control.
Yes. This
What do we got?
is some Licky Moo
tubes.
These have been coming really in handy for Stripers.
Yes.
Because Stripers hasn't been the most stoked.
Let me tell you a little story about Stripers. Did I tell you guys the part about how the vet prescribed him so he's got stomatitis. He had most of his teeth pulled. It's supposed to be healing and we're good to go. That is not the case. It has healed, but he still has some issues and his mouth still hurts a little bit. So they're like, oh, we can give him more steroid shots, but it's not really good. Hang on, because I'm not ready for that. It's not really good for them to continue to have steroids. So then they suggested this other medication, but it was $900, and I was like, yeah, no. Dan said no.
I'm like, I will get the medication at all costs for my cats, and they came back with $900. I'm like, One prescription, please.
Yeah. Just send us home with a prescription. Would you believe I looked it up online? The exact same size and dose and everything is $36. Why it costs $900 at the vet, I don't know. But I ordered it online. So I ordered it online. It came in this little tiny bottle. I'll get it.
I'll cut it.
And if you guys have gotten liquid medicine for your pets anytime recently, I don't know if your vet does this, but ours has a little thing that pops into the top so that you can stick the little plastic syringe in, tip it upside down, and fill it, which makes it much easier. This came with that. Where did you order online? Gina, search the medicine type and scroll through, because this medicine's $50 on Chewy with free shipping. I paid $48 with priority, like rush shipping, on Bandana RX. Like, I just went through, like, which one's the cheapest. It's the same medicine. Medicine's medicine. Which place has it cheapest? So you can absolutely just go Google it and see whatever the medicine is. If they have a prescription, so all they had to do was contact my vet, or you can send them in your prescription, but they called the vet. They sent me the medicine. I popped that thing on top, and I'm like, oh, this is great. I love when our vet provided this. It made it so much easier to fill it up. I pop the syringe in, I flip it upside down, and the medicine pours out.
I'd be
$50 worth of medicine.
I'd be licking that.
I was able to give him about 5 doses out of that. So I called the vet today and was like, hey, my paper says there's no refills, and here's what happened. And she's like, oh, my paper says 3 refills. I'm like, cool. So I reordered it. He should have more here next week. But it definitely did seem to help. Yes, that is a big difference. Absolutely always. Unless it's like your cat needs antibiotics, or your dog needs antibiotics right now, or some sort of emergency medicine, if they're trying to treat something, or if your pet is on something long term, where you're giving it to them for even a few months, like you're giving it to them multiple times, or like, we want to try this medicine and see if it works, but it's not an emergency, absolutely, like, sit there in the doctor's office and Google it and see what it costs, because I'm sure we've all overpaid. I could not believe, look, I thought, okay, I'll go online, it'll be a couple $100, we'll discuss it, we'll figure out how we can pay for this. To see the damn same bottle, $36, I was pissed. That's ridiculous.
I ordered a case of that. Everybody's
$36 to $900. That's not a little bit of a markup. That's robbery. It's unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. Because anybody who doesn't know you can order it online would have just not gotten their cat the medicine and been like, oh well, I guess your mouth's just gonna hurt forever. And it's a medicine for like dry skin or allergens, like with their skin and stuff like that. But it helps with the swelling of the gums and stuff.
I'm gonna pull these out.
Alright, I do want to pull these out. Oh, Brittany.
I'm at the end of my timeline here.
Yeah.
Brittany, thank you.
Brittany, you know that our cats love Tiki Cat. And it's so expensive. You spoil your
really
grandkitties. Or your godkitties.
I would eat Tiki Cats. Tiki Cat's so good.
They literally only get this from you. I did go to PetSmart, and it was like $1.29 for the can of the Tiki Silver. That is so. If you guys have old cats, the Tiki Cat Silver, it's like whipped. It's not a pate. It's like whipped, and then it has little crumbles of chicken on top. And Mooch loves that one, so I did buy 2 cans of that. But yeah, it's expensive. So yeah, thank you for spoiling the cats. They're definitely gonna get this.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yay!
And then another mousy thing, because they destroy the mouse things. They love them. Though.
Yes, that one's almost down to the ground, so it's almost done.
Oh my gosh, it is.
Yeah, they start. So okay, if you guys
this?
haven't seen this before, Brittany, I know you know because you sent it. Lots of you guys do know.
I think the last one's from you too.
This used to be Mooch's favorite toy, to the point where one time before Kmart closed, I went and bought like 6 or 8 of them because the squeaky mouse.
Let's show what they are.
When you take this thing out, and I'm not going to do it now because I don't want to use it up, and tap it, it squeaks. And this was Mooch's favorite. This was the one that Mooch would pick up in his mouth and carry around. So we used to just have the mice. Mm-hmm. Only the mice. That's what we started with.
That's what he would carry it around, and like it would just squeak, and he would carry it around.
Oh, it was his favorite toy in the world. So this one clips to a doorway, like the top. We clip it on the top of our like linen closet over there. And it hangs down. So when we first get it, it hangs like 3 feet off the ground, and they don't really know it's there. So you kind of have to like
they jump
pull
for
it.
A little bit.
It's an elastic, but you have to kind of pull it and show them like, "Hey, it's here. Come play with this." Topo and Precious especially. Precious loses his damn mind over it. Topo, if you're holding him and walk by, he grabs it and just like grabs the string out of the air and starts pulling for it. Topo loves this. So thank you so much for this. Much appreciated. We have gone through all of our reserves of it.
Yeah.
And that's the last one hanging up there.
Yay.
So I love that you remember what the cats love. You're the best god mom. Shannon had to pay $600 to take Zeus to the emergency vet to find out he was dehydrated.
We have...
yeah, we did. Mooch was constipated once, and we paid hundreds of dollars for them to tell us he just needs to poop. So yeah, I feel you.
Getting the blood tests are good though. They tell you a lot. So I'm sure they got a blood test, and at least that tells you a lot of stuff about it.
It's reassuring to know like
Yeah.
they're not dying. It's okay.
Check out this Hot Wheel.
Ah, yay! It's not a Hot Wheel.
It's not. It's like the Baxter loves these
Brittany,
things.
okay,
bet
so
we
you
could
sent
get-
the other. I think it was from you, right? The little round ones that like stick up. It looks like a little crown. Baxter absolutely loves them and has lost them all. Like, I need to do a deep cleaning and figure out where the hell they went. Our bed, like, you can't get under the bed, but it raises up a little bit at the end, so I think he knocks them under there. So we have to, every once in a while, take the drawers out. We have, like, storage drawers on the side of the bed frame and, like, pull out the stuff. Very often, the pink one only, for some reason, will be underneath Dan's nightstand. But, yeah, any of these little plastic things, if he hears it, he'll come running out here, I assure you. Dan? Jim's not constipated. Did you have to pay hundreds of dollars to find that out? Because Mooch threw up what looked like blood, so we rushed him to the emergency vet and paid emergency vet prices, and Dan rescheduled his trip to Michigan so that we could find out he needed to poop.
Excuse me. Thanks. Baxter's starting to wake up. Roxy girl. Okay, let me see if I can move this over here.
Oh, these ones are neat. Look, it's like one continuous...
Oh, Topo's awake now. Topo sees something's going on.
It's one continuous piece
Oh, look.
that makes the ball.
I forgot I had this scene ready.
Oh,
It
nice.
is. Can I see him again? It's one what? Can you show us
It's
again?
one continuous...
Brittany, thank
like,
you so
piece of
much.
plastic.
Brittany, thank you.
Oh, Topo, do you want that?
Topo says he does.
He thinks I have snacks. Here comes Mama Derp.
We could probably give him some snacks.
We will
or
absolutely
food.
give him some snacks.
It's 8 o'clock. We could probably feed him again at 1 in the morning since it's going to be like... Because then tomorrow you're not going to get up until like way late. So...
Oh, it's too hot to sleep late. What do you want to say?
oh,
Your eyes aren't even all the way open. He's like,
I know, look at he's all squinty. He's squinty Topo.
where's Dax?
He was on the bed waking up.
Oh, I already stepped on it.
He was on the bed waking up.
Daxie? Hey, what do I have?
You could 3D print those. That's what I was kind of thinking.
I'm trying.
Hi, Rizzo.
He's a sleepy boy.
Rizzo said she'll come over here and do some tricks or tails up.
Okay, hold on.
They're all gonna do tricks so they all think food's happening.
I wanted to show the Blake 3D printed a ball with a ball inside of it for the cats, and they don't really love it, but it's kind of neat. Hi, do you want this? Can I eat it? No, you just want snacks, huh? Alright, let's see what we got. What is over
Rizzo's gonna make sure that you're gonna find the snacks okay.
Yeah.
She's going to make sure that you don't get distracted from the snacks.
Whoa. We have so many snacks, and Dan came home with more snacks from Canada. We're still working on this. Somebody sent us a big giant tub of Temptations. I can't remember who it was. I'm drawing a total blank.
The cats don't.
Show yourself if it was you.
The cats want to know. Look at them. What's going on in here?
Hi. You go get that over there. Get it.
Make them come in here.
I'm trying. Nobody. The
Well,
ducks
we're-
are so sleepy.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Make
Well, I
them
have
fit-
to. They're not just gonna walk over here for it. I have to show them what I
You
have.
gotta leave the
Come
trail.
from
You gotta leave the trail.
Yeah.
Come on, mama cat. Come on.
Come here, Topes. Topo. Hey, sit. Topo, sit. Well, you're gonna sit for it? Topo, sit down. Why aren't you paying attention? Hey, you have to sit. There you go. Good boy. Oh, Mooch, you look so forlorn. Why aren't you coming for snacks? Oh, she just went straight to the source.
Get it, mama cat. Get it, mama cat. Get it, mama
Would you
cat.
like this?
Okay, you gotta stomp it for me. Even though her mouth is so tiny, she's got the tiniest mouth.
Hey, excuse me, what are you doing? Just eating some snacks here.
Dang, Topo swooped in and stole Kumiko's snacks when you weren't looking.
Can that go in the trash?
Yeah.
Go.
All right, mama cat. You
Hey,
can't.
Mooch.
You gotta stop, mama cat.
Forlorn Mooch. Oh, you got snacks?
Can you
Mama
stop-
cat works
can you
smarter,
stop
not
her?
harder. No.
Please?
Look,
That's it.
she's not gorging because she has a tiny little
They
mouth,
get,
and
like,
she's
10
like,
per each.
she's like licking, and then you think I'll
No.
eat that one. She has not even eaten 10. There, all of that effort, that was one.
No. You.
One. She never eats snacks. She usually eats 1 or 2 and then leaves.
Are we making Poutine?
Has Topo slimmed down some? He's looking less bowling pin like.
Oh,
Oh, no,
no,
spoke too
no,
soon.
no,
Just hadn't
no.
seen a good side profile
Yeah.
yet. No.
Here, maybe I can get you
That's
guys.
that's still very much a 14-pound cat.
There, now we're at like cat level. Oh man.
Topo, sit.
I think I've reached my.
Good boy.
I think I've reached my allotted
Yeah.
screen time.
That one's gone forever. Mooch, what's your deal? I put him on the counter for Mooch and he'll eat 1 or 2 and then just walk away and
He's
come to get
old.
more. I love Mama Cat's tail.
I know.
She's got this like butt fluff here and then her tail.
I brush her every night. The cats love to be brushed, especially Mama Cat. I brush them
Sit.
every night. Mama Cat, Topo,
boy.
and Baxter.
Oh, it fell out of my hand. I'm sorry. Topo. He doesn't like it when he doesn't have to hunt for it. Last Week Adventure says, did everyone go get their donuts for National Donut Day? You better.
Yes.
I did. Well, I had somebody bring them to me in apology for somebody else not bringing them to me.
The Mama Cat looks out the window
Oh no, went down the heater vent!
and she growls.
She's like, where'd it go?
No.
Yeah, she fetched it.
Yep. Are you sure? I don't see her eat it. I think that one went in the refrigerator for 2.
Rizzo, can you get away from the holes? There we go. John wants me to throw some Dan snacks around and get you running around the kitchen. Dan cannot run at this point. He's recovering from his surgery.
Dan's retired.
Whoa!
Kamiko wants to know if you got one for her.
Oh, can I have the toy? Oh no, I'll get it. I forget you're not supposed to bend over.
Oh.
Hey, Mooch. Don't just eat my finger.
Those are old snacks in there.
You know there's snacks in there? Is this on camera?
Watch
There you
out, Rizzo, you're gonna get thumped.
If you guys have not seen this before, Mooch is the only one who knows that you can bat this around. I'm sorry, I hate when I don't remember who sent us things. We've had one of these before, and somebody sent us this one, and Mooch is the only one who knows. It's got a hole in the back, and it's a little weeble wobble, and if you bat it around, the treats will fall out. Not one of our cats has ever learned that except for Mooch. He is the smartest. At least we can watch Dan waddle around the kitchen.
Waddle back to this chair.
Aw, Dan's about done. We've been at it for a couple hours. I'm
Okay.
surprised you made it this far. We need to reserve Dan's energy for tomorrow's show. Did you eat them all out of here? Here, you want a couple more? Hey. Get your snacks. What's wrong? Did they not fall out?
I mean, everybody's here now. We might as well just keep hanging out. I don't know if we'll do antics tomorrow.
Oh, did you realize after being on for 2 hours that you might not have the energy for it?
I got it. I can do this. Or we can make some poutine.
You can't hurt yourself.
We can make some. We can make some poutine.
Are you calling it now?
No, I'm not.
What treats do you guys put into that toy? These are just the Temptations.
Yeah.
Someone sent us like one of those big giant tubs of the Temptations, but it got cracked during shipping, so I just put it into like regular old lunch meat containers that I washed out because they're cheap Tupperware. Mooch is rather savvy and evil. Yes, he is. But there 9 cats in this house. And this one found the source too. 9 cats in this house, and there's been plenty more over the years. Mooch is the only one who's ever figured out that treat weeble wobble. This one with no teeth is just going to town. The poor man's Tupperware. I mean, I have like real Tupperware too. You know why I keep these? Because I make snacks and give them to people, and it's very easy to be like, here, take this home. Don't worry about bringing it back to me. If you do, great. If not, we're gonna buy more lunch meat. So, and when people come from like far, like Chris and Amanda, when we saw them, I gave them one of these to take home with snacks in them. I think you mailed it back with snacks in it to me though. Aldi lunch meat Tupperware, yes, you know. You know. Shannon wants you to get on the couch and binge Old Survivor. Oh, she's been binging Old Survivor with the live streams the last couple weeks. We have been catching up on Amazing Race. We have 2 episodes left of that.
We did finish Survivor.
So spoiler free, do not tell us who won the Amazing Race. Where is Stripers? So he spends the day while I'm not here in the back of our closet. He actually came out, so his mouth is still hurting him a little bit, so he's happy, but still like definitely not as bad because he's not like super squawky. But he's still a little sketchy. Plus, like, he hasn't really made friends here. Like, nobody really hates him except Mooch, because Mooch hates everything. But like he played a little bit, but I think his mouth hurts a little. So again, we're getting that medicine again. We'll continue that.
When the front door's open, he lays by the front door on his.
He does.
On his little pillow.
He likes to come out and find places to lay that he feels comfortable. When I come home in the evening, I scoop him up out of the closet, and I'm like, "You need to come out here." And he'll sit on the couch with me and hang out. He sleeps a lot. He's an old man. He sleeps. But yeah, he just hangs out in the back of the closet when I'm not here most of the time, and I didn't fetch him out. Hasn't made friends, no, and it's sad. Like, I wish I would have brought him and Precious home at the same time. I think he disappeared before I took Precious, but I wish I would have just scooped them both up and brought them both home so they could have still been friends.
I think when his mouth is a lot better, that he'll be more willing to want to hang out with the cats.
Yes, because when he first got the steroid shot, he was happy. Like, the swelling was all down. He was playing with toys. He was getting real friendly with his girlfriend Pillow. Starting to kind of fit in a little bit, and then his mouth started hurting again. We could see him, like, hiding a little bit more, and that's the thing, he's in pain, so he's hiding a lot. The pain is definitely less than it used to be. I can tell by how he's acting. He'll let me pet him to about here on his mouth, but he doesn't really want, like, mouth pets. I can do the chin and stuff. But we'll get him back in good shape as much as we can. It might be a lifelong thing where, like, we just gotta give him medicine and stuff, but we'll get there. We'll sort him out. But he's happy. He's a happy boy. He snuggles. The minute I sit down on the couch and he's out here, he dives into my lap. Like, he doesn't be, oh, I think I'll come here. He's just like head first, like, I need to be in your lap. Do you want to make poutine?
Look, if we don't Dantix tomorrow, we can just go long tonight. You want to make some poutine?
Are you calling it now?
I don't know.
It's totally okay. I have the categories.
Maybe we'll see. Question number 1. And that's... we got this.
It
I have
comes
all these...
from, like, your diaphragm. Like, you really have to pull
I told you,
the Dantix out of
I'm
you.
a guy. Let's make some poutine. Who's hanging around? You guys got stuff to do? We should make some poutine.
Alright.
Paddling Geek sent us this.
There you go.
And a bunch of other stuff, but we ate most of it.
She might have sent... No, she didn't send girl snacks.
We got, like, some Girl Scout cookies and stuff.
Oh, these are Girl Scout cookies that we don't have here.
Yeah, here, I'll make the camera go up here.
Dale says because she has a toy similar to that, but hasn't been able to find treats small enough to not get stuck in the toy. Do you have the green and white one?
No way we're doing Dantix from Mature. It's full send on Dantix or nothing at all. Like, that's the only fun is the gimmick. I don't even like trivia. I didn't graduate high school. Look, check this out. AJ goes to bed in 20 minutes. Nice. He's got a nice late bedtime. Good job, AJ.
It's summer vacation. Dale, is this the one you have? Friskies came out with these a few years ago, and the treats will come out. It depends on how much your cat tries. Like, a couple of the other cats have smacked it like once or twice. Mooch knows if I keep smacking it, a treat will come out of that. So he is persistent with it, because sometimes if they smack it once, it won't come out, and they have to keep, you have to roll it to the point. If you do it, will it come out? Like, I guess that's what I'm asking. Like, does it actually not come out of the hole? Or does it not come out easily?
I feel like our other cats don't recognize it as treats. They look at it and they smack it and like, this toy is dumb, and they go. They don't recognize that there's like snacks
this
inside.
This one with the feather on top has definitely gotten more action, but still nobody recognizes that it has snacks inside.
Ooh, Girl Guide cookies. I've never had the Girl Guide cookies. We should open them and
Girl
try
Guide?
them. But like, we have to like melt. We have to tote and corn fiat.
All you do.
Oh, I'll eat
Tu
it.
sais con five?
Yes,
Five?
tu-
I don't speak French. I don't know.
Okay, so what do we have to do? Boil stuff?
Yeah, I'm gonna need to run to the little streamer's room, so you're gonna have to give me a minute. But before I do,
I'm gonna start boiling
if
the
you
water.
guys have these, the delectables for your cats, and it is getting warm, throw it in the freezer. We talked about this last year. Throw it in the freezer, and it makes a popsicle for your cat, and it lasts way longer, and they'll just lick and lick and lick and lick and lick, and they will love it.
Do I have to make French fries first, or
Yes, we'll have to
time
pull
this
the-
at the same time?
We'll have to pull the air fryer out and make French fries while we make the gravy mix.
We have the squeezy cheese too.
And
the
squeaky cheese.
Squeaky cheese.
Yes, Aldi does have cheese curds, so we were able to go get some of. I was able to go get some of those yesterday.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. Let me clean up some of this.
Okay.
So yeah, once again, if you have we call them moo tubes around here, like for mooch, because mooch. And Aldi has a Go-Grit that's called moo tubes, so then that became these are moo tubes now. Put them in the freezer. Your cats will not be disappointed. All right, entertain for a moment.
I'll
Dan.
entertain for moments. The great and powerful Mooch will not be denied. I know. I just stopped denying him. What's up, Moo? You want some
I missed
poutine?
my mouth.
We're gonna eat some poutine. It's gonna be yummy.
Jim said, "Ooh, meat pops." Hey, throw one in there for you. You might like it.
So hi everybody. Hello. We'll just go long tonight. I don't know if we'll stream tomorrow. We'll go long tonight, and we'll make some poutine. And actually, in 12 minutes, the pie will come out. So that'll be good. I'm gonna have to call it good night. Oh, good night, Cyber Husky. Well, hi and bye. Hi, Cyber Husky. I hope you're doing well, friend. Ew, flesh slushy. That's gross. I like that name. I haven't heard that name before. We are flesh slushy. I hope Jess is having a good time at her concert. She sent me some pictures from it. Hopefully it's nighttime by now. It was all bright there earlier. Dan sounds good. Just remember the rest of tomorrow. I will. I'll try not to do a bunch of things. It's hard because Crystal's doing all the things, and like I'm just like, I can't like not help or anything. And then she's like, stop it, and then I just feel like a bum. I feel like a bum. I was cleaning up though. I was able to do the stove. I'm good at this level for a little while. Right now it feels like there's concrete on the right side of my body, but I'm good. Nicole, how are you, Dan? I am fantastic. Life is good. Life is good. Well, I was laid up on the couch. So I'm sitting over there on the couch. Not now. I'm back at my desk. I probably should have waited another week. And I had that little like table thing, and I have a laptop, and I can do all my work from there. Thankfully, I have a job where it's rad, and I did all my work from the couch. All those video edits that you saw all the way up until like this week were from the couch. And then it's like I can't do anything else after that, so I'm forced to like relax. So I try to play a little bit of video games. I played some Diablo 4, and since I watched Clarkson Farms, I downloaded Farm Simulator 22. It was like Xbox had like $1 for like 14 days of Game Pass, and I was like, okay, cool. So I like trying to plow a farm and stuff. I kind of sucked at it, but I did that for like a couple days. But like I just felt guilty, like I should be doing other things. Dale, we'll be here when you get back. Jim said, do you have any like therapy or exercises to do? I'll find out next time when I go back. I feel like I need to be stretchier here, but like they went in through here and they cut through here and then they went down here and like put the mesh in. And so like down over here is where it hurts, and like sometimes down there, but not too much. But like it's just like sore, like poking sores here and there. So it's healing probably. But no, I don't think so. I don't think so unless they did stuff to like the nerves that are in there. But I don't feel like that's what happened. So I don't think so. I think I just gotta like walk it off and stuff. My right leg still feels heavier than my left leg. So I have that treadmill over there. So I'll keep walking and I'll start doing stretches. But right now I'm not doing anything. I can like, it's been a couple hours of standing. I can feel where the, like I can, it's like a sonar in there. I can like feel it still. So I just gotta like, oh, I hate it. I gotta take it easy. I'm done taking it easy. I'm done. I do have a chair I could drag over here, but I'm good. Today will be the day I'll stand, and then tomorrow I'll just like not stand. Which sucks, because I'm so ready to get back at it. I have new trivia stuff. Ooh. But I'm not complaining though. I'm doing great. The doctor put me back together again, and Topo's walking over there, and things are good. Life's fantastic. Kim says hi, Dan. Hello. Well, then walk me through it. Hannah, was that at Best Buy? I remember when you worked at Best Buy. Rehab it, bro. I guess I can look into going to a rehab where they throw me the sports medicine ball and I throw it back. But I do feel that like the rubber bands are like shorter on this side, which is not, but I just got like all my muscles cut open on my stomach. So how was my trip? It was fantastic. Victoria and Vancouver were so beautiful. The people there were so fantastic. It was great. All the Keen's doctors and all the Keen's nurses put Dad back together again. Yeah, I was for sure Humpty Dumpty for a while. They put this gas in me and it blew up my stomach, and then he like operated in there. It was crazy. I should have asked him to take photos, huh? Yeah, they just cut through my like muscle things, but I'll be okay. I'll be okay. Like I said, it's just frustrating not to be able to do something, and then you forget for a second because you feel good, and you twist and stuff, or you bend down and pet a cat, and you're like, oh, that's not good. So, but I'm good. I'm good. You'll never hunt properly again if you don't do some yoga or something. I didn't in the first place is the problem. So, Crystal got some cheese curds. We got this here for some... poutine, and we'll get the air fryer out, and we'll get some French fries made, and we'll snack and have some poutine. We'll hang out like probably at least till the top of the hour, and then that'll probably be it. But then we'll just go longer tonight because we're already set up. Because then like I have to like take this down, and then I have to reset it up tomorrow for Dantix and get out the green screen and the chair and stuff. And I can do this. We can do this. So we'll see what happens. But we're set up now, so let's just like let's go now. Let's go now. Yes. Oh, what else did I watch? We watched some movies. We finished Clarkson Farms, and we finished what other show? What other show did we finish? I don't remember. Oh, hello.
I fetched him because people were asking.
Okay. Hey.
Took a bit of coaxing. Oh, he's not used to the setup.
I'll just go this way for him.
It might be a little intimidating to him, but he's a snuggler. Like, I can pick him up. Precious, you can't pick up, like, at all. He tries to run as soon as you make a motion towards picking him up. Stripers will snuggle. He's a snuggly boy. He snuggles into my neck like Mooch, like he just wants to bury his face. He's a happy boy. Just not so happy about his mouth.
He doesn't mind me too much, but, like, if I go over there now, he'll want to leave.
Time to bury again. Oh, he's so snuggly. Hi. Yeah, he's my new cuddly boy. Hi. You're shedding a lot. You need to be brushed.
Topo's at your feet now.
Oh, back to snuggle. Yeah, he is a good rescue. He's a good boy.
Can you back up and go by the fridge a little bit so we can see Topo trying to trip you up? Topo almost has 1 million trips in him.
Hi, buddy. Topo. No, now he's just gonna sit. Hi. But he doesn't, like, want to be put down or anything. He's totally fine.
It's fine, you can go back.
I miss Striper's cam, but I'm glad he's better. Well, mostly better. Yeah, he's doing good. He's a good boy. Bury your face. Why isn't he in Gen Pop still? He is. He absolutely can go wherever he wants in the house. Because his mouth is hurting a little bit, and he's gotten a few whaps in the face from, like, Mooch and stuff, and Precious is not a violent man at all. He, like, in his face, and then he gets not too happy about it. So he hides a lot when I'm not here. He feels very safe around me. I can hold him and snuggle him. His arm's holding on a little bit. He's got one nail in my shirt, but I don't know how well you can see his other hand. It's just tucked, like he's chilling, like, oh, you're just holding me. Okay, we're doing this now. So yeah, he's Gen Pop. He's allowed to be around.
You might be able to turn this camera up and over if you want to see.
I don't know that I can.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I think if I start doing things, he's gonna freak out a bit. But yeah, he just nuzzles into me. Kim wants to know how you handled not being a cat dad without being able to do anything.
They gave up on me.
They did.
I'll tell the story when you're done with.
Oh yeah, like when I come home now, they're like, "Hey, you're here," like just like as if Dan's not even here at all.
Yeah, the first day I came home.
Hey, buddy.
The first day I came home from no, like the first day I was left home alone when Crystal went back to work a few days into it, they all came over to me when they realized I couldn't do anything for them. They acted like I didn't know. I watched Topo pull out a cigar and light it up right in front of me, a big old cigar. He's like, "What are you gonna do about it?" So they like knew I couldn't. Then when they realized I could move around a little bit, if they want something from me, oh, it was the saddest thing. I would look down and they would look up at me, and they're ready for that. Like they're like doing that face where they're ready for the pet.
Come over here. Turn that camera on.
They do that thing where they're ready for the pet down there, and Rizzo's like, "Let's go," and I couldn't really bend over to pet them, and they didn't understand that, and I felt so bad. And then they figured out to come up to this level if they want something for right now, but they conceived like me weak. I saw at one point that like they were trying to see if they could take out my knees.
All right, several things. Beer and Bug's working on a goodie box and wants to know if there's any requests. Those tortilla chips with the MSG.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they were. Some Texas stuff. Those were amazing.
And funky cookies ended up being a hit. I know we didn't really like care for them too much on the stream. We're like, this is weird, but they ended up being a hit. I ate them with like my not with my like teas and stuff. So that was fun. So those are what I remember.
Jim says Stripers has a handsome face. He does with his big old schnoz.
He does.
Marco, hi Marco, I missed you. Says, tell them the truth, Dan. We met up and I jujitsu'd you.
I jujitsu'd you. All right, One Punch Man. Yeah.
Can you turn on that camera?
I was jujitsu'd by Marco, who doesn't need an excuse
Where do you wanna
to
go?
jujitsu me.
Your nail's caught. He wants down now.
Okay.
John says, look on the bright side. He lost a leg and still wakes up in the middle of the night and forgets he doesn't have a prosthetic on when he's half asleep.
Dude, do you just like eat it?
Yeah,
like,
do you fall to the ground ever?
Eat to the ground.
Like, I shouldn't laugh at that, but like, do you ever like get up out of bed and you're like, one foot down and then like all of you down? Does that ever happen?
Well, he needs to be brushed tonight on the
He
couch.
does. He's
you have to
shedding
brush him,
a lot.
like really bad.
But-
The one night it was like a Mr. Bean skit.
oh my god. There's just like
Yeah, go.
I have to lint roller my arm.
Ew, go handle that.
It's my mouth.
So there was this one night that I was like Mr. Bean, and it was like 2 or 3 nights after I got cut up, and I was laid in bed, and it was like 3 in the morning, and I had to pee, and I tried to like lay flat and turn sideways and like stand straight up, and it was so hard to do it. I was grabbing onto the nightstand, and I was trying to keep myself stiff, and it hurt, and I didn't want to wake up Crystal, and like I was able to reach my foot out and like grab a hold of the door handle, and then it opened the door, and then I slid off, and it was a mess, and then my pants fell off, and then I couldn't pick them back up, and I had to get this like pull to pick them back up. It was a mess, but I did do it with 2 legs, so you know. I'll make a run for more tomorrow. Go find another Hot Wheel. Go Hot Wheel hunting and throw another Hot Wheel in there for Hot Wheel night, so you have another Hot Wheel. Why are these strange Girl Scout cookies still unopened? All right.
Fair question.
Fair question.
That is a shitty cat.
I mean, I guess like this is what you guys are all doing tonight. There's still 80 people here, so well, we're gonna
Hold
do
on.
this. And eat
My
cookies.
2 kitchen towels that are out are too wet. I need to go get a third.
Oh, that's right. We were doing kitchen towel laundry before the stream started. Hi, Topo.
Alexa, stop.
Hey, buddy. I wish I could snuggle you.
No, Hannah slipped on dog fur the other morning walking to the bathroom right after she got out of bed and totally ate it. Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh, but that's hilarious.
Hey, Topo. Hey, Topo. You're so snuggly.
All right. I think we're
You're
good.
so
We did
snuggly.
45 minutes. It's 45 to 50.
feel
I
good?
think we're totally good.
Did that feel good? Oh, okay, good. Did that feel good?
All right, he's going to have to get down, but you can't lift him because you're heavier than a milk gallon.
You're heavier than a milk gallon.
Yes, I am, but he's like 3 milk gallons.
Boo! Bye, Dopo. He's trying to trip me up now. I can't bend down and pet you.
John says the leg he lost plummets into space in slow motion, then he remembers and thinks, poop, and pulls himself back up quickly. Ended up flat on my arse a couple of times, though. I like arse. We should say arse.
We should say arse.
Do you pronounce it arse, or do you say it like ass?
Oh, there's 2 different ones in here.
Yeah, it's white and
Oh my gosh, could you...
chocolate and vanilla.
Can you please do the rest of the show with those? Where's Brittany's?
They're further back, so I always forget to grab them. Alright. I'm mad that I put this in the wrong pan, the pie pan, but whatever. All right. Yeah,
Sorry,
keep
buddy.
him back because here I
You
come
gotta-
with hot pie for a minute so everybody
Okay.
can see it.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Moo.
There's my hot pie. It's boiling. It's lava. We can't eat it yet.
It's like
that's
super
my pie.
lava.
It's literally still boiling on this side. Because I put it in this pie pan and not the smaller one where the pie crust goes over the edge, I didn't cover the edges, so it's a little extra browned and crispy. But it's still good.
Good job.
Thanks, Dan. Hey, now shut that damn oven off. Whew. The topo is chonky, 14 pounds. That's a big boy.
So in my quest to...
Gina says, I'm still here, winding down from a horrible day at work. Thank you for still being on. Thank you for still being here.
Yeah, we're gonna
No,
stay...
no, you're not allowed to open things.
We're
You
gonna
always do it wrong.
stay for a little while since we'll probably
Yeah,
not
I think
gonna-
we're calling it on Dantix.
We'll probably not stream tomorrow if I go long tonight. But at least we'll try to give you a good show tonight while we're here.
These are all the way from Canada. Can we split one of each? Because I don't think I want a whole cookie right
Sure.
now. Hi, sir. Maybe they're not cat cookies.
These are not cat
Your face is all wet.
This face is all wet.
Cricket says, that's a lot of milk jugs. He is a lot of milk jugs. Jim says, what? It's just black and white Hydrox? That's disappointing. I know I'm not going to like this, so I'm just going to take... Oh, it does have a chocolate filling inside, though, too.
The other one was really good.
I'll eat this, and then I'll give you my review.
I just want the chocolate one. Ah. I like them both.
You know how when you're by the beach, and you have, like, chips or cookies, and you leave them open, and they get a slightly wet texture, like a sogginess to them?
Mm-hmm.
That's how these feel. They don't have good crunch.
I think they taste pretty good, and I do have milk to dip them in later.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Oh yeah, Dan's discovered Fairlife milk, so now Dan chugs milk all the time and like eats cereal and stuff.
It's great. I got my life back.
I'm trying to teach him about how you can drink milk to fight heartburn, and Fairlife milk is apparently better for that. Topo is in Mooch's space. Yeah, but Mooch thinks there's food, so he's not too concerned about that right now. Hannah says, why is your head wet? Is a common phrase we say to Griffin. He sticks his head under the running water to drink it. He's a little special. Yeah. What are you doing? Are you here for a drink?
He might, since he had a bunch of dry snacks.
Yeah, anytime he eats anything, he immediately comes over for water.
So, about this Poutine.
Yeah, we'll get there. Hold on.
They're stale. I think they taste just fine, actually.
I don't think they're stale. It's just like a, not quite a soft cookie, but like where it feels like it should be crunchier. Milk fights heartburn? Yes! Yes, if you have heartburn, milk and bread. Sometimes if I wake up with heartburn, I'll get a tortilla out and just warm it on the stove and just eat a tortilla.
That's not bread.
It helps to absorb
Could
the
you eat that
stomach
tortilla again?
Yeah, any sort of bread, have some toast. I don't know how the butter helps with that. But yeah, milk, a glass of milk or some bread will help to absorb all that. Hannah says, in fact, what the hell's a beach? Oh, something people from Kansas know nothing about. Look at you just hamming it up in front of the camera, Topes. Oh, make yourself comfortable. We're not like, you know, cooking food here or anything. Feel free to do whatever makes you happy. Absorbs the liquid and acid. Yes, yes it does. John discovered unhomogenized full cream milk a while back that still has cream on top. Having a great time with it. Is that a thing we have here? I don't know if it is. My Life's Wicked Adventure loves lactate milk as well as Fairlife milk, especially their chocolate one. Yes, I see Nancy saying she likes the chocolate milk too. We usually get it from Aldi, which does not usually have the chocolate, although I think I've seen it there before. But yeah, Dan's been going through, like, you're drinking milk almost at the rate I drink milk at this point. You went through that last container of it pretty damn quickly.
I did.
Alright, it's their house, we just live in it. And I come to Virginia, I'll take you to the beach. The beach is the toilet of every living thing near it. Yeah, kinda. Uh-oh, what do you see? Are you looking out the window? The curtains are open in the bedroom. I think he's looking out the bedroom window at something. Okay, these are wet and have to go because it's gross. Alright, let me get the air fryer out, but I don't want it over there where it's going to be really loud, so I think I'll put it here. But I have to do stuff on the stove as well. No beaches in Kansas, too flat and a little landlocked.
Hey, leave Baxter alone.
You know how tired I am from lifting all the heavy things?
Stop it.
I sure need a boy in my life.
I know, I'm so sorry.
You know how happy I was?
Can't you, like, hire, like...
So, when I came home for lunch, Blake came over. He's leaving for a cruise tomorrow.
I know.
With his mom's family. So he came over to get some clean laundry and a couple other things. And, when I went to leave, today's trash day. I forgot to take the trash cans out last night because I don't have a boy that I can remind to do it. And I was doing... Last night I didn't go to bed. Like, I didn't even make it into the bedroom until 12:30 between, like, laundry and dishes and the 500 other things that I was doing. And so this morning I'm like, oh, damn it. All right, I already missed the recycling. I'll take the regular trash can out. That'll be fine. Blake came over, and I go to leave, and I see, like, oh, he grabbed the trash can to try to bring it up. Like, he was going to bring it up. My car was too far over for him to get it past my car on the driveway. But I was like, what a good kid. Look at him go. He'll probably wait for me to leave and then bring it up once my car's not in the way. And then I got home from work, and it was still where he left it. What had happened was he needed to park in front of the house because there wasn't any room in front of the driveway, and in the driveway, and the trash can was in front of the house. So he moved the trash can so he could park there, and then just left it. I thought he was like a good kid doing me favors, but apparently he just moved it out of his own damn way. Hi, Kathy. Is there going to be more of the Red Bull show you did pilots for? I don't know. Let's see what Dan has to say. Dan, is there going to be more of the Red Bull show you did pilots for? Did you see? There was a second one. I didn't go down for that one, but there was a second episode.
There was a third episode in...
We're in June.
July. Mid-July.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is another episode. There is another episode that's been ordered. So I'll know more, like, next week. But July. Mid-July, there'll be another one. So I'll get to do it again, which will be awesome.
Okay, let me see what we have to do. All you need, Dan, is 2 cups of water.
Mm-hmm.
All you do, Dan, is combine the water and the gravy mix in a saucepan, cook over medium heat, stirring constantly until gravy comes to a boil, and simmer for 1 minute. And that's it. Okay, so we're making French fries, and then we'll make this. Like, I'll get this ready, and then we'll cook it up as they're almost done. Layer the French fries in cheese curds and prepared pulled pork. That's a pro tip. And then top with gravy and garnish with parsley flakes. Clubhouse brand parsley flakes.
Interesting.
I don't have parsley. Can you not do that on the kitchen counter?
It's too late now. I already started.
No, stop. Stop.
He loves
we
that.
don't brush the cat on the kitchen counter, Dan.
I can't reach him down there. Could you get me one of those grabber pinchers? No, not that.
I'll grab or pinch you.
No. No, I don't need anything twisted, thank you.
Yes, Jim, so there will be another show at some point. Kathy wants to know, how is our patient? Pathetic. Is that acceptable to say? He's quite pathetic. Look, he's pushing through it. He still can't really do any chores, which is absolutely exhausting for me. But he's trying. He's doing what he can. But I think we've already called it. There's not going to be a Dantix tomorrow because I wasn't sure. Like when we set it up, I'm like, you're not going to be able to do it. He's like, yeah, I'm fine. I can do it. Heather B says Menards has them on sale this week. We don't have Menards. I don't know what you're talking about, but we don't have Menards.
Heather, I've driven past a couple Menards, but I haven't been inside them yet. Oh, I can't wait. At some point, I have to go to a Menards.
Jason has them in his town. He always calls it Menards. Every time, because he is his father's son. Yeah, so, he's okay. He's gonna live. I think we're past the point where I'm gonna smother him with a pillow, but no guarantees.
You know, just yesterday you were talking about taking me out. So, I think so. It's usually a daily thing.
Yeah, Kathy says, it takes a while to heal. You think you're healed because you feel good on the outside, but your insides are not nearly healed. That's where we're at. He's good.
It's frustrating.
Like, mentally.
Yeah.
But then tries to do the things and is like, I shouldn't have done that. So, yeah, we're getting there. But yeah, we had planned to do a Dantix tomorrow, but between the setup, like, the physicality of setting everything up, and the, like, let's call it the performance. Like, you're still Dan, but you really, like, turn it on, and it takes a lot on a normal day, much less, like,
Yeah.
Your like energy levels are low.
I'm finding that out now because it's not the most energetic Dan stream today. So I am finding out that I figured tonight would be a good test stream, but I'm not complaining. I can't wait. You need a vacation. Crystal does. I need like another job on top of this job because I've like been on the sidelines too long. I'm ready to like do all the things. I hate being lazy for some reason. It doesn't feel good. So like I just want to do things. So I'm getting there.
Hannah says, are we ever really past the point of smothering Dan with a pillow? Also, would be very meta to smother him with a pillow that has a picture of his face on it.
Well, we do have
It's
that.
on the couch at the ready.
We
Don't
do
you
have
worry.
that.
Look, I love Dan, and this is like, we're not married. We didn't like vows and sickness and health and all that. But like, I'm here for it. Like, I'm here. This is what I signed up for. I will take care of you if you need me to take care of you. That is not a problem. It is exhausting. It is.
I feel that. Poor Crystal just go.
It's not just you and taking care of you. There is very much the like Dan needs to be taken care of. And the like
one?
I just sat down and then he needs something. No, probably the
I try to not need something.
but I do have to make sure he's eating and drinking enough water and you've done a really good job at like managing your needs yourself over the last few years in being home. Like we've worked hard to get you to like drink water. We got the proper water bottle for you to drink water.
Yeah, I'm like jamming.
Yeah, but he doesn't like remember to. The first day I went back to work was the hardest. Where like, oh, things weren't prepared for you, and that's when I learned like,
I dumped my smoothie 5 minutes after you left. That's what it was.
You did, yeah. 5 minutes after I left for work, the first day I went back to work after his surgery, because I had to take, his surgery was on Wednesday, I took Thursday off, and then I also called out for Friday, because he couldn't get up by himself, and Blake had to go to work that day. He dumped his smoothie.
Like I said, I thought I'd be back on my feet that Monday.
Yeah, no. You're still barely back on your feet. 2 cups, Dan. But I've learned, so Dan will eat things if they are prepared for him. So I have learned in life that, like, if I buy grapes, I have to wash grapes and have them in a container for Dan to eat grapes. If I buy strawberries, if I buy carrots, like, it all has to be washed and cut up for him, and then Dan will eat them. You're good. You have to leave it so it stops wobbling. I have learned the next level up from that for both him and Blake is we have these containers. So it's not enough just to cut it up. I have learned we have these divided containers, and I have to put the stuff in here so he can take this to the couch, which I started doing this so that he could just grab it and take it to the couch and not have to like go make a food. But yeah, we've been doing this. One's fruits and one's veg, and then there's meat and cheese.
It was really hard.
And both Dan and Blake eat a lot more fruit and veg if I do this for them. So there's been a lot of work of this, of like cutting the things up and preparing the things. Pretty much every day when I come home from work, I have to make you a sandwich, which I do anyway, but sometimes I'm not feeling it, but now like I gotta make you a sandwich. I gotta fill up your water bottle. You're not allowed to open it.
Yeah, Crystal's done a lot. She's done a lot. Like, I'm like basically useless.
You did sweep the floor once.
I can sweep the floor. I clean the stove. I like clean down the kitchen. I can do stuff that requires stuff. As soon as it falls to the ground, then I'm in trouble. Okay. Anyway, we should talk about anything else besides me.
No, that's what we're here for. Kathy says you're his wife. No paper needed. You chose each other. I do choose you every day, even when it's hard work.
Thanks.
Crystal, make Dan find out about stretches or exercises he can do to rehab. It's modern day, you know. He doesn't have to just be tough. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
When he's feeling better, we do have the treadmill. They did tell him to like walk around the block, but you don't really do that where we live. So we have the treadmill. I don't want to mix it in yet because that has to cook, and then this only cooks for like a couple minutes.
Okay. I don't know how it, because like usually when you cook pasta, it takes like 10 minutes for the water to boil.
Right. I'm on top of it.
Okay, because I guess that's top ramen amount of water.
Yes, it is. I don't know what I was mid-sentence on there.
About how I was on the couch, and then
I managed to not smother your face.
Yeah.
Gina Marie loves your adult Lunchable. Yes, the amount of and variety of fruits and veg that you have eaten has been amazing.
You definitely keep me alive.
Fingers. Oh, Kathy says, we're very grateful for Crystal and so happy she takes great care of Danny. If I were not around, he would still be eating leftover pizza that he stored in the oven and spaghetti out of red Solo cups. And what did I say the other day? Macaroni and cheese Wednesdays. When I first met you and Blake would come to your house on Wednesdays and every other weekend, And you always made him macaroni and cheese. That was like your default. Like, look, buddy, we're having macaroni and cheese. And I was like, he needs food groups. You can't feed him macaroni and cheese every day. You can't be a macaroni and cheese dad.
I don't remember, but that sounds so
I
right.
do,
That
absolutely.
sounds
You
right.
fed him macaroni and cheese every single Wednesday. Every Wednesday. Did I send you guys some spices I like to cook with?
Oh, I don't remember.
I don't think you did. Like what? Give me some names. Like, are they like? We're not talking just like garlic powder and onion powder. Like what are we talking? Like some mixed like Texas stuff that we don't know anything about. Jim says you two are clearly life partners. F the government and the church. Yeah, a piece of paper doesn't make a difference. Lots of people got pieces of paper and didn't last 20 years. So there's that.
She didn't tell you about the days that she had to wipe my butt.
I did not. I would not.
She wiped my butt.
Do you? No, I did not. Do you remember the year on Big Brother when that one girl was on it and she hurt her leg and she milked it the whole season and she made the other girl come wipe her? Jasmine, I think was her name.
That's right.
Do you remember that?
A little bit. Now, only because now you mentioned it.
Yeah, look, that wasn't even her life partner. I'm not wiping your butt, man. It's not
Did you
happening.
put a lot of fries or did you put a Crystal and a lot of fries in there?
I'm not gonna eat. I don't think I'll try it. I don't like gravy, so I don't think I'm gonna
you're,
like it.
You're not gonna like this.
I will try it for the sake of like I tried Poutine.
You're not gonna like this.
Hannah, I heard about you being Paprika. Terry told me all about that last night. Cute sounding name. No one knows what the hell my purpose is. And you probably shouldn't cover a turkey. Alessi dipping spices. Kevin, no, you didn't send us either of those. John says, I wish I had a Crystal here with me last year. Ended up figuring out how to do most of my cooking myself in a wheelchair after 3.5 months in the hospital. Oh yeah, we've talked about it. Like, what do people do? And I know that, like, because
just frustration.
Because Dan waited 8 years to have his hernia fixed, and it was quite a large hernia, and it was an impact hernia. It wasn't something that developed like small and naturally. It was like impact busted open. His hernia was more severe than I think. I don't think most people get a hernia and wait 8 years to go get it fixed. I think most people are like, oh shit, I have a thing. Let me go to the doctor. So I think like most people don't have it as bad as you're having it. But what do people do after a surgery when, like, you can't lift things and you can't... For you to get up off the couch in that first week...
I was stuck.
I called my mom and said,
beds.
I can't come to work on Friday because Dan can't get up on his own.
I couldn't. I thought I'd be able to, and I thought it'd be good to go. And I didn't realize... I still, for some reason, thought it was going to be a lot lower and not up here, my belly button. But, like, I was stuck.
The one time I was like in the other room and then I came back and you were like, I need you to help me now. Like you had to pee and you couldn't get yourself up.
Right, and like I was still like numb and stuff, and then it was like, oh, like you're already to the last muscle holding in the pee, and then so yeah, that part sucked. Like I said, slithering out of bed at night and trying not to wake you up.
Yeah.
It was very hard. I would have had to have had one of those beds or chairs that stand you up a little bit.
Yes, that would have helped.
So,
and the first week or so, I slept like crap because every time I would hear you make noise, I would think like, oh, he needs help. I need to like get him up. So I would like wake up every time you would wake up, which is why like my sleep study was timed perfectly for the Tuesday after your surgery because I didn't sleep well there, but then I came home and I just slept gloriously for like 8 hours.
Did they give you your sleep study results back yet?
No, I talked about that earlier.
It's
that
gonna
I called
just say
them.
like shit on it. That's it.
Like, girl, you need help. Close the door, keep the cats out, and maybe the Dan too. You snuggle me and wake me up a lot, and you're hot. When you sleep, you're hot. No, I called them earlier this week, like Tuesday, I think, and I said, hey, I had a study done last week, what do I do? And they said they hadn't gone over the results yet, but probably next week they'll send them to my doctor. And then I'll have to call my doctor because they don't call me. Use your leg, push down through your toes, and then squat along the wall. His no leg. I don't know if you're here for that.
No leg.
His right leg, like it was hard for him to put weight on it and like
it's still heavier when I pick it up than my other legs.
Yeah, the whole like right side was all jacked up. If anybody missed it, the way that I had to get him up was I could only grab this arm because that whole side was screwed up. I had to position my feet like heels together. No, there's no place like home. So he could put one foot like against my feet, and then I would grab the arm and lean back until I got him up, and then put my hand behind him and lift him up. Like it was a whole body thing to get him up off the couch.
Do you have to start this yet?
I'm on top of it. Don't you worry.
What are we supposed to do with the cheese curds?
So you put the fries in a bowl or cup or however you're gonna eat it. and then we put the cheese curds on it, and then we dump the gravy over it.
We don't melt the cheese curds?
I think you just like stack it up. I mean, it doesn't really tell you other than it says here to layer the French fries, cheese curds, and pulled pork.
I don't know if
That's their pro tip.
I don't have any like cheese curd friends online right now.
You're fine.
Jess's concert's over and she's sending me pictures from the casino.
She off to win some more?
She already did.
Of course.
She already did.
You cleaned the stove, and now this one won't light as well. Hi, did you check out for a minute?
Yeah.
Don't forget we're live streaming.
Hi everybody. I haven't done much live streaming, but I am now. Abdominal operations are a hard recovery. I've had 8 of them. Okay, so then like it's okay that this long in, like I still like feel like I should be further along than this.
I am a little concerned that, like, you said your doctor was supposed to call you for another appointment and he didn't.
Yeah, but he also said I looked like good. So.
Oh, you can also make this in the microwave. Until
I'd
it
rather
comes to
not.
a boil and then simmer for a minute. Okay.
I'd rather not.
Do you want it in a bowl?
Yeah, we'll do it in a bowl.
Okay.
We'll do it in a bowl. Put it in a bowl. It'll be hot. We'll put the Poutine on it.
Beer and Bug says you probably have some, not damage, but irritation to the nerves that go to that leg. I have something similar going on, but it's because I'm fat and my gut pushes on the nerve bundle. They did warn him about possible nerve damage.
Is it nerve bundle? I like that.
Yeah, the bundle of nerves.
Yeah. But we'll see. It's going to still take a while for it to all be, like, fine again.
Hannah said, no place like home. I swear if someone makes a Kansas joke. Kansas makes its own jokes, Hannah.
Dang. We had nothing against Kansas before we met you.
It's true. Look, you can't talk about how great Kansas is and then point out all its shortcomings like you have nowhere to get a donut. Shannon says it's only been 3 weeks. It'll be 6 weeks. I can't. The stupid heart is over it.
Usually before you're better. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's good to know, thanks. But, like, I still need to, like, not overdo it. Okay, I made pizza in the oven. Turned out okay. Ooh, pizza sounds good right now. Pizza does sound good.
You're practically having pizza. It's bread and cheese.
Is Poutine,
Aldi, by the way. Go ahead.
Is Poutine just French fries with cheese curds and brown gravy? Basically, Gina.
I think it's a specific gravy. It looks kind of orangey, but yeah, it's a gravy. Aldi, by the way, while we're talking about how great Aldi is, there's now one in Alpena. Is the only place in our entire valley where you can get cheese curds.
Oh, fantastic. Dan didn't even know there was a Kansas until Hannah showed up. Yeah, probably.
Meanwhile, Dan, when I go to Jason's house, you know how when you go to Aldi and there's the huge section of all the different kinds of cheeses? That's their cheese curd selection. Like which brand and flavor and variety and size and squeakiness.
You sent me that photo of the cheese curd area, and it was a big to-do.
Yeah, they don't mess around. Cheese curds are everywhere. And then I came back home and was like, I need cheese curds. Can't find them anywhere. I found some at Whole Foods down in Valencia, but that's like 45 minutes away, and you shouldn't be traveling with cheese for 45 minutes.
No, and that's why I was excited that Jess got the Aldi in her town, because now they can bring back the stuff that, like, they couldn't get before.
Right.
Because they have to travel so far.
Hannah says, to be fair, the donut things is strictly in my shitty-ass town. Well, then why'd you pick it? I told Dan, if and when we move from this shitty-ass town, wherever we go has to have a proper donut shop, or that's a deal breaker.
Dude, she said that like 20 minutes before the stream started.
I did, absolutely.
Yeah,
because we were talking about how you can't get a donut in your town. Deal breaker. I don't want no grocery store donuts. I don't want Krispy Kreme. I don't want Dunkin'. I want, like, a Winchell's, a Yum Yum. We have one out here called Sweetie Pies. Like, give me a Cambodian with a donut shop. That's all I need, and I'm happy. If you haven't seen Donut King, you should watch it. It's all about the Cambodians and their donut shops.
Jim says, I'm excited to have my favorite ever pizza for my birthday Sunday, Gino's East Chicago Pizza. So good.
I have never had Gino's. Gino's and Lou Malnati's are the two. Hey. Gino's and Lou Malnati's are the two, like, rival ones, and we've never had Gino's when I've been out there. Hey, Dan. Alan Fairchild's here.
Hi,
He
Alan.
said, hi, I'm here.
Oh.
Alan, before you ask, it's 77 degrees at 8:51 at night. I hope you're doing good. We're hanging in there. We're going a little long because Dan does not feel... What are you doing on the counter? You're not even the bad counter cat.
We were doing tricks. She's probably looking for the water that's not here. It's down here. Well, you were drinking it down there earlier. Come here. Come back and do more tricks.
Anyway, so Dan is not feeling up to doing the Dantics we had planned for tomorrow, so we officially called it. And
yeah, we'll just hang out late tonight.
Yeah,
It's a long
we're just
stream.
doing this.
So if you're watching this on Saturday, hello. Come here.
Hannah says, okay, there is a Daylight Donuts, but they close at like 8 a.m. Yeah, I would never know they existed. I need a all-day donuts.
Come back and do tricks.
Gina says,
more.
wait, 8:51. Oh, I forget your different time zones. It's 11:52 p.m. Yeah, it's 8:52 here. It's still early.
You're so cute. You have trick number 2?
This is definitely starting to thicken up already, by the way.
You have trick number 2?
Speaking of, these are new French fries. We usually get them from Walmart, but I got them at Aldi because I refuse to go to Walmart.
I'd rather they be overcooked a little bit.
I absolutely refuse to go to Walmart. In the time that Dan has been laid up, I have placed 2 online Walmart orders, one of which has gone missing.
Again?
No, still. It's
No, but it's about 1 a year now. Alright.
Yes,
Rizzo,
absolutely.
You gotta go down. When Crystal picks up Rizzo, her legs go out like rabbits every time.
She does not like to be picked up at all. Yeah, she just, what are you doing? I'm surprised she didn't squeak. Hi.
It's my favorite thing. It's like an umbrella opening when I pick her up. You can't just plop her to the ground. You gotta like set her down.
Yeah, it's some effort.
No, they're being cute because they want.
She's been on the counter, so I gotta wipe it down.
She's
All
being
right,
cute because they wanted
I'll
her.
give them some Tiki cat from Brittany.
Okay. Yeah, they're all piling around here. Mooch has got one eye open. He's like gripping his pillow tight.
Hannah says, like I said on the Book of Faces, we can walk around Walmart to pass time. I can't. Our Walmart's just so trashy. It's just awful. And they got rid of the self-checkout. And look, if I have to talk to one more Walmart employee in my life, I might just punch him in the face. I can't with the Walmart employees out here. They're awful.
All right. Mr. Danny Dale says, hello, guys. Hi. I heard you guys had a good time in Maui. Would you go to Hawaii? I see the videos. It looks like everybody else from here went to Hawaii.
That's the problem I have with it. It looks amazing.
What is it? They did go to Porto Resorto. What do we call it? Porto Resorto.
Scott wants to know how it's cooler in Lancaster than him in Western Kern County. Today was a little bit cooler. It's been in the 90s. When we go to bed at night, the last 2 nights, with the air on all day, all night, it's been 76 degrees, so we've been leaving it on because it's the swamp cooler. We usually shut it off at night because it'll get way too cold. We'll wake up and it's in like the low 60s. It's been on 24/7 for the last 3 days.
Do you remember the years where like I'd have to go up there and lube it, but it would still get all squeaky? It is all squeak, and it'd make this highest pitch, and then it would stop for a little bit, and then it would come back again. You're like, no.
I do remember that. I am very happy that we have chosen to pay a professional to take care of our swamp pool.
Yeah, I haven't had to go on the roof in like 3 years now, and I love it. I retired from that. I'm retired from that. I love Hawaii. We'll make it back there one day. I would go there. I would stop there on the way to Japan. Mr. Danny Dell with the super chat. Thank you so much. He says thank you. Yes.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Danny Dell. Miss you.
Oh wait. Oh, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary.
Oh yeah, it's today, huh? Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Thank you, Facebook, for telling me.
You didn't see it in the 3 family group chats this morning, man?
Dude, there's 5. You're not.
I'm only in 3 of them.
You're not deep in them, and they go off like those bells. Ding, 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 ding. Group chat, group chat, group chat, group chat.
Oh, they're all silenced. That's why.
They're all
I
copy
don't
and
reply because I don't
pastes.
see them until way later, and I'm like, I can't reply to something that happened at like 7.
There's
o'clock this morning.
17 group chats. They all say the same things.
They do. How does your mom send this? Not only that, I noticed that sometimes your mom replies the same thing in all 3. But the same thing wasn't posted in all 3.
My mom's like a manual MailChimp. She just like can manually spam out the same
And
thing.
she's somehow
400
divided
times.
the family into groups, but there is some Venn diagram overlap. Because
Yeah.
I'm in 3 and you're in 5. I don't know what I did to not make it in the other 2.
Dean fries are done. Dean fries are done. Yes, Dean fries are done.
You wanted them a little overcooked. Oh, you wanna
little
We
more.
haven't had these fries before.
I'll take one out.
It's hot.
But it could go in there for a little bit
They
longer.
do feel crispy.
I've always suspected the middle of these ones.
I'm a little leery because they're Aldi ones, and usually when I get frozen stuff at Aldi, it tastes freezer burn. So I'm a little unsure. Did you eat? Oh, it's cooling.
It's
Hannah says 76 is way too hot to sleep. I am with you on that. Again, multiple showers. It's usually a little cooler outside, and I have a window fan, like one that like you close the window on it.
Dude,
and
it
stays
sucks.
in the
There's a
window hole.
freaking hurricane in the house.
Oh.
I sleep with the blankets pulled up over my face, but it has to be a pocket so I can breathe, just because it's just like blowing everywhere.
Oh.
It is.
So, I can put the window fan in, blowing out, and it helps to pull some of the swamp cooler air out,
It's good.
but not enough. Should I shut it off?
You shut off. Thank you.
So I can't turn it to blow the outside air in while the swamp cooler's on because it'll fight like the outgoing and the incoming air. So I have to shut the swamp cooler off, put the window fan in, sucking the air in from outside to cool down the bedroom, and then we can go to bed. And then we have to take the fan out and close the window because I've watched too many murder documentaries to ever sleep with my window open.
Oh yeah, we're like Eastside Lancaster. We don't do that.
The cat was walking over that bowl.
It only tastes like 5% of the freezer. It's good though.
Okay.
The fries. All right. Thanks, Crystal. I'll let you try the first bites, but I know this ain't your jam. I've never seen you really eat gravy on anything.
I do not like gravy. My vegetarian turkey patties come with gravy, and I tried it one time, and it was disgusting.
Gina says, what was that photo of the kitties on the screen? I need more specific.
Oh, someone sent a super chat, and Dan has it set up to
Oh,
pop up
yes,
when
yes.
the super chat comes through.
Yeah, and it's usually a little bit delayed, but yeah, it does pop on there. And thank
It
you
is
again.
quite a bit delayed.
Thank you again for the super chat. Like,
Should I let these cool down for a minute, or am I just going for it and you let the whole thing cool down?
yeah.
It'll probably melt the cheesy bits, huh, when I
Yeah.
pour the gravy over it?
Should I get a bigger bowl? Does it look like it's suffocated in there?
No, I think it'll be okay.
Okay.
What
Let me bring back the side camera.
cheese curds? Now, John says you'd hate Adelaide in the summer when it hits 117 during the day. We're in the desert, like by the Mojave Desert in Southern California. I don't know how familiar you are with that.
I've seen 111.
Chris and Amanda are in the desert where, in Arizona, which is the state like next to us, that gets to like 117. We get really close. And it's a dry heat. So I guess that's good because there's no humidity. God help us all when there is.
May I have the mouse, please?
Hold on, I'm eating cheese curds. I don't know what it is. Is that just like cheese sticks? Yes, but no. Like, somebody in the Midwest can probably clarify. It's different. So this one is just white cheddar. I usually get the garlic ones
Thanks.
because I like them to have a little bit of flavor. But it's different.
I've never been able to sleep with my window open. Yeah, me neither. BRM with the super chat. Thank you so much, and we like this one for the kittens. All the kittens. Oh, thank you.
That says kitties, Dan.
Kitties.
You
Oh, I'm
read
sorry.
good.
Thank
How
you
much
for
cheese
the
do you want
support.
on here?
Thank you.
Because it's a
that's
side
probably
for
pretty good.
cheese, so... Oops. I was trying to break it into littler pieces.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not at all like cottage cheese.
It's string cheese.
It's, yeah, kind of like string cheese, but something about the texture is just different. I know the breaded ones, but I'd never seen those. Yeah, the breaded ones, they just take these and bread them and fry them, like a mozzarella cheese stick.
Right.
But this is different. I like them with the sour cream and onion Ritz chips. Because you know they're sour cream and onion because it's me. Which, again with the ARFID that we were talking about earlier, that Dan's not listening.
Yes.
The avoidant restrictive, I only eat sour cream and onion chips. And dry heat, that ish don't matter. I'll take the humidity if that means I at least get a damn breeze. Oh, don't worry, we're in a valley, we have plenty of breeze. Ew, it's already got a skin on it. God, gravy. Oh. It smells meaty.
I'll tell you what, when I first heard of poutine, I was like, this is great. And then, like, once I, like, really stopped being hyped up and excited and...
How much gravy?
About what it really is, I don't know. I'm like, this is, like, not the business.
Is that enough gravy?
I don't know.
How soggy do you want your fries?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, we put, like, 100 fries in there. I don't know.
Does it need more?
No, I think I'm gonna try to take a bite to see what's going on.
It's
first.
beef gravy. Yeah, is it beefy? Should I not? Let me dig the package out of the trash.
I don't think that really matters as much as like I don't think you like the concept of it.
I feel bad because Blake said he wanted some of this.
We have a bunch of packs of it.
Yeah, we can make it again.
That's pretty good.
Cornstarch, salt, sugars, potato starch, palm oil, dehydrated onion, Tarua yeast, dehydrated tomato, hydrolyzed soy protein, caramel yeast extract, spices, herbs. No, there's no meat in it. Modified milk ingredients, whatever that means. No, it's not a beef gravy actually.
I'll take more gravy on here, please.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you happy with it now?
Uh-huh.
Do you need more cheese or are you good?
No.
Britannica's had cheese curds from the restaurant Culver's. Oh, I love their cheese curds. So we don't have Culver's out here. The closest one is Arizona. That was the first time I went there. And then I went, there's one by my brother's house. There's one by Jess's house. And I've had them there. Oh, I just made the french fries soggy.
Dude, Jess has got one up the street and it's so good always.
All right.
It's hot for a second.
Okay.
Maybe
it's the yeast that makes it smell that way. I don't know. Why are you cutting fries? Because Dan cuts everything.
I don't know. There was
Do you
just
know
like,
when I make spaghetti, he takes a knife and cuts his spaghetti, like just slashes through the whole.
You know
bowl?
those Italian videos where the dude tries to put ketchup on his spaghetti and the girlfriend's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" Like I would get in so much trouble. That's a hard pass there.
It's not awful.
I liked it. I like that flavor. It kind of tastes like the chili fries from
Jenna says that's
Sizzle.
wrong, Dan. Okay, it's not awful. I'm not mad at it. Maybe it's because of the cheese.
Oh, here you go. Eat some up.
But the fries are a bit soggy, and I could do without. Like, I would like to have a fry that's less soggy.
Oh, that's right. You like your stuff separated. Oh no, you can't have any mooch. I like it. I think it's kind of good actually. I'm kind of coming around to it. This might be the best tasting poutine I had.
It's better than I expected.
It's better than the one I had at Harvey's in Canada.
The gravy doesn't taste like gravy, like the traditional like gravy that you have at Thanksgiving.
It tastes like the chili a little bit from Wiener Schnitzel. It tastes like I'm eating Wiener Schnitzel chili fries. This is good.
No.
This is good. I'm back. I'm back a little bit. This is pretty good. Can Mooch have cheese curd? I don't know.
I'll give him a little
Mooch,
bit.
your face is all wet. Go back up there, Mooch, and you can have one so everybody can see.
Come on, buddy. Would you like that? Good stuff, huh? That's my finger. Fingers, fingers! Hey! Fingers. There you go. Jim says the gravy's too thin. It was starting to, like, stick to the bottom and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's coagulating now.
Coagulating? How many G's are in that word?
Here, come eat this.
It's just getting soggier.
Just take it and eat a bunch. Was that all the fries?
Yeah.
That's good. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. I'll probably save the extra gravy and probably use it for dip.
No.
Dip. Mooch is like, well, you got those good cheese curds.
I don't want any more of that. It's not bad, though. I'm not mad at it.
No?
Hannah says it's not awful. Yeah, I've heard that before from people hanging out. People describing hanging out with me. No. John says you're supposed to twirl the spaghetti around a fork, Dan.
Sorry.
That bite, the gravy was more gravy.
It's past its prime already.
Yeah.
It's starting to coagulate already. I think it's pretty good. It tastes better than the Harvey one. It's everywhere in Canada. Like I said, you walk into a Burger King and the hang down signs are all like, add Poutine for $1.79 Canada.
Nikki, how do you not like cheese curds? Do you like cheese?
This is good. Does it catch? Dude, I don't know, man. It's kind of like messy.
Mooch approves of the gravy as well. Yeah, no, it's got a sauce. It does not catch. Thanks for trying to make my kitchen a disaster, though.
I know, I can't even help.
Good stuff.
Well, kinda.
So Mooch likes the gravy. Mooch likes the cheese curds. He's happy about it all. Master Convention says, I'm obsessed with turkey bone gravy, especially on stuffing. I can't with gravy. I don't know.
Today, I was eating a sandwich today, and my sandwich was like right here, and there was a little bit of sandwich left, like a quarter left.
Right, I remember calling you out on
And
that.
Mooch was sitting over there, and Blake walked up, and I went to open the door for Blake, and I let Blake in, and I came back and I walked back by, and then I turned around, and Mooch already had devoured like half of the sandwich.
Good job, Dan.
He did the big Jeff leap all the way over from there to here, and then he chowed it down.
Nikki says she likes cheese. It's just the texture of cheese curds she doesn't like. Oh, I love it. Something about like the chewiness of it. Oh, and when they're fried. Dale says, when I was still living in New Jersey, a neighbor turned me onto the concept of French fries with brown gravy over them instead of like ketchup, and I loved it, but never thought to include cheese too. It's the Canadian way, apparently. Pro tip, Dale: cheese makes everything better. Like, when in doubt, add cheese. See what you think. Just an FYI, cow's milk isn't the greatest for cats. Look, I know, I absolutely know. Mooch, his name is Mooch. He wants everything that we have. He's also about to be 17 in like
Doesn't care.
10 days. I don't deny him much. It doesn't affect his stomach too bad. He just gets little tastes here and there. You saw, like, I bit it off and gave him a little bit of it, so he'll be okay. I agree, Hannah. I do not like the word curd, but I love him. No, Brittany, no. I've never tried it. I will never put a slice of orange cheese on a slice of apple pie. Never. I believe that some people think that it's good. It will never go in my mouth.
I am not doing that to your apple pie.
No, absolutely not. Dale says, but in my defense, I wasn't exposed to the stupid heart on the face concept of cheese curds, so I moved here in Boise, Idaho. Yeah, cheese curds aren't really a thing out here. I guess
didn't
there's
know.
some restaurants you can get the fried cheese curds. Where did we get it? Was it BJ's?
Maybe.
Somewhere we
when I
got
worked
it.
at the bike shop, was the first time I heard of cheese curds.
Yeah, you can't just go buy them off the shelf, except at Aldi, and they sell out so fast. Like, very often I go there and they just don't have any.
That was good. This was fun. We wanted to make this anyway, so I'm glad we stayed after and made this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel a little more alive now after I got some food in me, which feels good. But yeah, thanks for making that, Crystal. I'm gonna like make another fry batch or something this weekend and make some more of those cheese curds while I watch F1 racing. Oh my gosh, watch it this weekend. They're in Montreal, so it's on East Coast time. So it's on during the day. And Indy's race is on this weekend. And then hockey's tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. There's hockey tomorrow night.
Are we to the finals?
Yeah, it's the finals for the Stanley Cup Game 1.
Is it the first game?
Yeah. Mr. Danny Dell said, went to the Tillamook factory up in Oregon. Tillamook factory in Oregon 30 years ago, and they had it, and it was great.
That's the one Terry, who now is a pro on food, as if she wasn't already, but now she works in a grocery store, talks up the Tillamook cheese and ice cream all the time.
Oh, nice. I didn't know what it was. Like I said, I had it at Harvey's, which was kind of like a Burger King-ish place in Canada, and I wasn't impressed with it at all.
What are we talking about?
The poutine. I'm impressed with this.
Interesting. You like the one at home better than the purchased one?
Right, which means when I go back out to Canada again next year, I will definitely try it, make a point to try it again to see like if they can nail it this time.
Maybe at a better place that's not so fast foodie?
Absolutely, at a better place. Gone to the Snow Dogs live stream tomorrow. Yes, probably at like 4 o'clock Eastern.
Our time or hers?
Her time, like 1
yeah?
o'clock our time. She'll be live. She still has a few hours to drive home, so I'm sure she'll be tired tomorrow. It's already after midnight. So it'll probably be at that time. I haven't seen when she scheduled it, but it'll probably be like 4 o'clock Eastern.
Well, Brittany says she's also been to that factory, and it was a fun time.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I would try it from there. Oh, the Dairy Queen chili and grill.
I'm so sad we don't have a Dairy Queen out here.
There's Dairy Queens and there's A&Ws in Canada, and oh my gosh.
I miss A&W.
It is amazing. I've been to it in Canada like 3 times now.
Did you get a root beer float?
I did. And it was like crispy.
Mm-hmm. Something, I don't know what they do, but it makes the outside of the ice cream all crispy.
It's like crispy. So I've had it like 3 times since I've gone back and forth on my trips.
Look.
And it's been beautiful every single time.
I don't have a lot of childhood memories. I very distinctly remember the A&W root beer floats so distinctly. And how long's it been since we had an A&W out here?
2 decades. It's been
More
since
than
we were
that.
kids that the A&W's been around. But it does hold up. So the A&W's are, if I see one, I'm like, yes. When I got off of the airplane, one of the airplanes, I don't remember, you guys know, one of the trips I landed like really late. And Jess picked me up and everything was closed and the A&W was open 24 hours and I went through there and like, oh man, I just chowed down. I was so happy. We have the A&W KFCs here. Okay, ours are KFCs and Long John Silver's.
Y'all
So-
need Freddy's. Never heard of it.
I would eat at a Freddy's though. I don't
And
know
Jim says,
about
I've been
that.
going through 2 bags of cheese cubes a week lately. I have to restrain from buying the bags of cheese
you're like
curds because
half
it's a
mouse.
lot.
Kamiko.
And Dan and Blake don't really
Kamiko.
eat it. So I will just house the whole
Kamiko.
bag in like a day.
Kamiko.
My Dairy Queen has tacos and taco salads and nachos, and they're way better than the other fast food taco places. So we used to have a Dairy Queen in the mall, but they didn't have food. It was only like Blizzards and what do they have, like the Orange Julius or something?
Yeah, it was an Orange.
Yeah.
It was an Orange Julius station, like powered by Dairy Queen, right?
I think something like that. It was just like just a counter, and like they made the stuff right there. It was the tiniest little spot in the. It wasn't even in the food court. It was like around the outside of the food court. And we had that for years. Like when I worked at the mall, we had that. And we'd get Blizzards and stuff. But yeah, we never had burgers. We did go. I remember. Who did we go see? Was it on the way to Arizona, maybe, or we were on our way somewhere, and we stopped at a Dairy Queen. We went that
On the way to
direction.
Arizona, were you backed into the pole of the rent-a-car?
I did. No damage though. We're good.
How are you feeling it? I'm doing a lot better. Thank you, Zulu Crafter. But next time we pass by at AAW, we're gonna mandatorily go in there.
Absolutely.
Because it's been
Like we might have to find where the nearest one is and make a road trip when you're feeling better.
Yeah.
You know how to list of things.
When we were driving back last year from Toronto, I drove back with Jess in the car, and one of the pit stops had an AAW, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a root beer float, and I did, and it was the best thing ever. We should make one now.
I wish I would have seen this 34 minutes ago. I haven't seen her in the chat, but Christine posted, "Oh no, I missed it, but we're still live."
She might have made it.
And I don't want to say it now because we're probably about.
We
done.
should end this
It's
on root
9:15.
beer floats.
Like having a root beer float.
Uh-huh.
But we have apple pie.
It can't. It's not cold though. It's not cold till tomorrow. But you know what's cold right now? Is that can of root beer that's in there for root beer floats.
It's true. All right, let's see what our nearest A&W is.
It's in the refrigerator and in the freezer.
Come on, search. Their website is unfortunate. Mentone, California? Where even is that? Oh, Yelp. Help me out, Yelp. Oh, maybe Google Maps will show me. Let's try that. Kitty on the counter! Yeah, we've gotten him down 10 times. Oh, put your hand on the top. A&W restaurant, 71 miles away. No, wait. A&W seafood restaurant? Ew, shut your mouth.
I don't know if we have much A&Ws.
A&W, okay, this must be something different. A&W barbecue seafood
I
restaurant.
don't know if they're really out here. anymore.
Reseda Boulevard. No, that says seafood. There. Okay, that has to be. There's a seafood place called A&W that is not the same.
I think they're just gone from here. You just have to run into one on your adventures in life.
Mentone Boulevard, an hour and a half away. It doesn't say what city. Mentone. Where the hell is
You
Mentone,
told him to go.
California?
He's going. There's nothing for him to get yet.
San Bernardino.
Ugh,
Like
no
where
one goes.
Riverside. Oh, on the way to Jennifer's house.
Okay. Well, next time we go out there, I might have to go out there at the end of August. So maybe we'll head.
I
that way.
can't serve ice cream with him up there.
I got him.
Orange soda floats are yummy too.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
not-
a fan of orange soda.
I like orange soda. To me, the floats are root beer. I don't know if I've tried any with like Coca-Cola or anything, but I think the root beer floats are just root beer floats. The cheese curds are known as squeaky cheese. Yes.
Dang you, Dan! Now I want a root beer float.
I just wished one up, and look it, it's gonna be here for us to have one.
Lucky you! I remembered to get ice cream.
We're just getting a
yesterday.
little crazy now because he's like, I see.
He knows there's
dairy
ice
products.
cream. Heather B says, no matter what, none of those combos. I hate that stupid heart, and then I can't read that
I know,
word.
I can
Sounds
disable it.
good. More on the side of wrong. Which combos were we talking about? I forgot what we were talking about. Hi, ADD. Brittany sent the address as well. Yeah, that Mentone one. We don't usually go out that way, but Jennifer lives out that way, and occasionally we head out there. Mostly you, because you go during the week. Give me ice cream. I'm sorry, he's holding my hand.
He's holding it himself with both his hands. Do you have your phone? You should take a picture of Mooch.
taking a bunch trying to get the tongue.
Any more?
No, I think we're good.
That was Violet. He doesn't care. He doesn't care at all.
No, when he wants something, he wants it.
And he bullied my
Your cereal?
cereal out of my hand the other day. He bullied the cereal out of my hand. That's it, Moo. It's gone. He's like, I saw there was 3 more licks there.
Oh, how did that even happen?
This is what happened to Striper's medication.
Are you blaming me?
Yeah. Yeah, you dumped one of the 4 ounces of soda that was in there.
Much grabbing the scoop made my night.
Yeah, me
Wait
too.
till you're trying to eat something.
His
and-
whole body got strong. He
Yeah.
just grabbed it.
Yeah, he walks around all like, oh, I'm so old and weak. Oh, you have ice cream? Like, suddenly he's not old or weak. You better hold on to that. Thanks. Whoa. You're gonna dive off the counter?
Cheers. Good stream.
Thanks, Dan. I'm surprised you survived.
This is good. This was a fun night.
WTF, yeah. His name's not Mooch for no reason, you guys. He's always been like this. If you're eating ice cream or salad and he hears you getting to the bottom of the bowl, he starts to panic, like legit, tries to like climb up you. Yes, he is not so much meowing as squawking. What you got? What? What?
Brittany, thank you again.
There you go. There's a Mooch meow.
Brittany, thank you again for all the stuff.
You're gonna dive off the front of the counter
You
and
don't
hurt
care.
yourself.
He's willing to risk it all.
Again, he's not named Mooch for no reason. No, I meant the sploosh. Oh, yeah. I don't know what happened. You saw me pour that, right? Like, the same as I had been pouring, and then it just, like, shot out? I don't know what happened.
Alright,
not for you, bud.
now he's your problem.
How about this, Mooch? Would you like some of this? Okay, what do we got? 2 cans of each. Okay, so...
You didn't step on it.
I don't know if you guys have ever done Tiki Cat for your cats. There's one of them, and I think it's the mackerels and sardines. Oh, and the sardine cutlets. There's 2 of those. Sometimes there's fish heads in it, like whole-ass fish. I can't. Like, I'm like, Dan, you gotta come chop this up into little bits. I
Those
can't.
are not what those ones are?
I can't. So that's why I'm trying to look. Okay, what do we got? I think I can do a tuna and crab. Because I think that's just the little bits.
I might have to cut Sebastian for you.
It's pretty awful. Hey, would you like some of this?
Oh, he's gonna bully you out of the way to try to get to it before it's even there.
He is.
You should put it in one of the stands.
What?
One of the stands.
Can do that.
Thanks. Oh yeah, by the way, there's 8 more. He's like, there's 8 more of us.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Mooch. It's not happening fast enough. It's not happening fast enough.
Hurry! You want some, Topi? Oh, mother. Who else is coming? Oh, sleepy cats! All the sleepy cats are coming! Come on!
Where'd you put your milkshake? There it is. Don't forget your milkshake.
I won't. That's Rizzo's. Yours is over here. Come on. Nico. Everyone's yours.
You never dish out food like this. Roxy's waiting for.
I know. I'm trying to find more bowls.
Hi everybody. Happy Friday night or Saturday for you guys. I heard that.
I'm only one person.
The name of the food is Tiki Cat.
Ugh.
That's the brand of the food.
Where's my stripers?
All the rest of them are down there eating
Footstool.
as fast as they can. They're so deprived.
This one too. It's just little bits. Like to have that.
He's right back to mine?
Huh?
He's right back to harassing me.
I don't know where the other bowl is. Oh, it's here.
That's it, leave me alone.
Yeah, they like the Tiki cat. That's it, Mooch. I didn't even get like a reprieve to eat my ice cream because then I had to dole it out to 8 more cats.
No, as soon as he's done, he came back to mine. It's right over here waiting for you.
Thanks. Are you eating out of it?
No.
Now Mooch is scrounging everybody else's bowls.
Yup. Oh, talk about getting thumped because the Mooch is coming to town.
Brittany posted a link of the one she sent. Yeah, they always love that Tiki cat. I've been getting... Oh, what's the other one called?
Why is he so skinny? He's always eating something because he's old. He's so old.
Yes. Yeah, when cats get old, they start to lose some body weight.
Hurry, Kamiko, eat faster.
So I've been getting Tiny Tiger from Chewy. It's their brand. Rizzo has suddenly decided, I don't like that one anymore. I'm not having it. And she just won't eat it.
Thank you again, Brittany.
Tiki Cat is not for old cats.
They're very happy.
But they do have one called Tiki Cat Silver. I was talking about it a little bit earlier. It's like a pate, but it's almost like it's whipped. And then it has little, like, shredded bits of chicken on top, like tiny little bits. And so I get that for Mooch. And I can see his femur bones. Yeah, he's a very bony cat. Look, I'll be real, like, he's an old cat. He'll be 17 in 10 days.
Deal.
He's old. Like, he's really old.
He's old.
He's not gonna live, like, 5 more years.
No. 3.5 hours, Crystal.
And there goes Friday night.
3.5 hours. Yes. We did it.
It was nice to hang out with our friends.
It was.
Yeah, My Last Weekend Adventure, you can get it. If it's an old cat, go to like a PetSmart. I know PetSmart has them. I've gotten it on Chewy before, but they're always out. Same with Amazon, but I went to PetSmart a couple weeks ago, and they have the individual
Yeah,
cans, and it's like it's what like a 2.8 or 3 ounce can, and it's like $1 something. It's not like a cheap can, but it's good. Like it's quality food, and it's a good consistency. Yeah, if she's 19, try it out. Tiki Cat Silver.
Mm-hmm.
It's I'll show you what the cans look like so you know what to look for.
We should eat some apple pie.
Dan, you just had a root beer float.
Yeah, but that was like an appetizer.
So you can kind of see how it's real like liquidy, like it's whipped, and then there's little bits on top. Yeah. So this is the silver one. It's for 11 plus. It has soft layers, so it's easy for them to chew. Tiki Cat Silver Mousse. That's what they call it. Mousse plus shreds. I've only seen the 2 flavors. The other one I think is a pink can. But yeah, I would recommend that. It's easy for them to eat. Thank you, Brittany, for always being on top of it with the links. BRMX says you're going to turn into a diabetes. You going to get a heartbeat seal when Mooch dies? I don't know what that is, but it sounds like a Build-A-Bear. Look, when Mooch dies, we're canceling some shows. I'm going to be freaking devastated. No joke. Like, I think about it now and I'm really upset.
But like...
So...
Nothing.
I mean, I've had 17 years with him. I found him when he was, like, too young to be away from his mom.
Found him in the bush over the wall.
Yeah, that might break me. Like, be prepared.
Be prepared.
It looks like they have food in a pouch. Yes. Yeah, the Tiki Cat stuff. That's for you guys.
Nice slurp. If I were to do that...
I'd glare at you.
I'd be in some trouble.
I would absolutely glare at you for doing that. That's why I kept it going so long. Yeah, Brittany, I think a lot of people are going to be really, really upset. Mooch just has so much damn personality, and there's no cat like him. None of these cats come close to that kind of personality. Yeah, Kitty still makes me sad, like, all the time. when I get into bed, I usually wear my socks until it's bedtime, and when I get into bed and I take my socks off, I don't walk on the floor without anything on my feet. So I'll get in bed and take my slippers off and take my socks off, and the closet's on the other side of the bed from me, and I just toss them over to the closet where the laundry basket is, and in the morning I get up and put them in the laundry basket, and every single night when I would do that, Kitty would chase my socks across the bed, and then turn around and wait for the other one, and then like chase my sock. She would never get it. She didn't want to actually get the sock. She just wanted to like chase it across the bed, and I get sad every time I toss them across the bed and nobody chases my socks. Jim says it's a plushie build to simulate a mother's heartbeat for like puppies and stuff. I've seen a seal for whatever reason. I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna get something. I love, like, when we lost Mr. Tails, Jess got us the little figurine. Brittany already got us the one that looks like Mooch, that's the little gray cat. The same like maker as the one Jess got us with the angel wings, but it's the gray cat with the middle finger up that's so Mooch. But there's definitely gonna be something around here to like commemorate the Mooch. Silly girl. Yeah, she was, as like sketchy as she was, man, she wanted those socks every damn time. And those feathers. Always with the feathers. My kitty's about from 10 to 13 years old. She was so rough before, but now she's just cuddly, sweetest baby and looks just like Topo.
That's how Topo is lately, just so cuddly.
Well, hi! You haven't been up here for like 35 seconds. Because Mooch sleeps on your chest. I don't know. I'll need to do something. I know you don't cremate your babies, but maybe Mooch? I don't know. That makes me kind of sad to think like, oh, this is what's left of him. There's like a bunch of ashes. Like, I don't know how I feel about that.
I know. My dad came home in a box. I was like, oh, that's very final.
Yeah, my dad's still sitting in my mom's house along with 2 other family friends that she ended up stuck with for some reason. Nobody in the family wanted him. Yeah, I can't. Oh, did you see Presh? Did he walk by? He's
over here now. He's gonna go play with the toys in the corner over there. I love Precious. He's great.
Hey.
He lives his own life. I love that. All right, Crystal, let's wrap it up.
Yes, Brittany, you did get the little memorial things for Kitty, which
Yeah,
will
they're
go
right
on the
over
wall if I ever paint the bedroom, if I ever have energy and can do things again and paint the bedroom and put stuff back
Soon, before summer's over. Yes.
Hey, baby. All right, shall we?
We shall. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for letting me try out coming back to a live stream. We probably won't live stream.
I don't think you should because of the effort that it's going to take
I hate that
to set up.
so much, though.
I know, but you've done a lot tonight.
We did 3.5 hours tonight, and I still gotta take all this down.
So next week, I think, what do we have planned? Brittany, what do we have planned?
I think
it's Pictionary.
It's in paint night.
And paint night. So I think that'll be easier for you. Okay, so let's talk about paint night.
I'm ready to do some, like, trivia. Who's ready for question number 1?
I don't know if you have that in you. There's a greater than 0 chance it could happen, but it's probably not.
It shouldn't.
It should not happen. So, when we do paint night, usually what we do for paint night is we pick a painting and we like link you guys to it and whatever.
No, what are you doing? Get down.
We're gonna do something a little different because I have a lot of stuff that I am in the process of painting. Dan has some stuff he's been working on, like idea-wise for paintings, and not too many people really paint along with the painting that we're doing anymore. It's kind of turned into like, hey, it's art night. Like, do stuff with us. Like, together we'll all do art. So I think what I'm going to do is just to post the link to the step-by-step painting website that we've gotten the free downloads from. And if you want to pick something off of there, go for it. If you've got some other piece of art or craft you want to work on, that's what we'll do. So we'll set up and I'll work on some paintings that I have. Dan will work on some stuff he has. And then we can all just hang out and do art stuff. Health first, Dan. Rest up while you can.
I'm fine. I'm just pooped out and stuff, but I'm good. I swear.
But I've watched you push yourself in the last couple weeks, and you're like, I'm fine, I'm good. And then, like, within 24 hours, you're like, I'm not so good. I need the couch. So
maybe.
Yeah, I think we should call it.
Whatever.
No Dantics tomorrow.
Whatever.
We do have the category, so we will do it soon. We do have another one planned for 2 more Saturdays for now, so hopefully that'll be enough time for you to heal up. Yes, Pictionary next Friday. I think it's Pictionary next Friday. Gina Marie says, I would love to paint with you guys. Yes, so next Saturday starting at 4 p.m. Saturday shows we do at 4 p.m. Come hang out with us. We'll paint some things.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll hang out. We'll talk crap.
The website has lots of free downloads, or you can subscribe and get access to more designs and stuff. But the lady designs simple paintings and stuff. You print out the stencil. Yeah, if you haven't done it before, the easiest way is if you can go to a Michael's or some sort of craft store and get the transfer paper, the black transfer paper that you put on top of a canvas. You can literally print out anything. Like if you Google coloring pages, you can print out anything you want and trace it onto a canvas and then paint it, or just whatever. If you're good at freehand painting, do you? I can't do that. I'm good at coloring in the lines. I can't make the ideas come out of my head onto the canvas at all.
Yeah, I mean.
But yeah, so next Friday will be Pictionary. Next Saturday will be Paint Night. We'll be sitting at the table. I'll be here to help you set up. I think we can do that.
That'll
we can
be
manage
good.
that.
Yeah.
Transfer paper plus coloring books. Yes, you can use coloring book pages. Literally anything that you can find and
color in
print
your
or
Snow Dog
anything.
coloring book.
Yeah, do that. Make some beaded bracelets for your Taylor Swift concert. Whatever you want to do. We'll be doing crafty things.
Sorry, you guys. I really wanted to do something. I know. And it's I'm so lazy right now. There's nothing inspiring. I can't really do anything, Dan. I can't run around. And I don't go outside. So it's just it's so uninspiring right now. He looks like he's done and ready to sit. Yeah, I just I'm out of shape. It's I've done nothing but sleep on the couch. Or no, sleep on the couch. Sit on the couch, sit at my desk chair, or lay in bed. And I'm such an extrovert, and I just want to be done with this and be back to running around.
You are definitely struggling with the not being able to do things.
TV is so boring. I like sports and stuff, but TV is just so boring to me. And yeah, but I'm happy. I'm okay. But sorry, I don't look like I'm bouncing off the walls like normal. I hate that. I should have pushed it back another month.
Probably.
Okay.
We'll see how this month goes. I wanted to show Gina real quick because sounds like you haven't done a paint night with us
You're
before. It is graphite paper, and it's thin and black. You can reuse it over and over and over and over, pretty much forever, as far as I can tell.
A few times.
I've never gotten rid of one.
We get 4 pumpkins out of. We get about 4 pumpkins out of it, and then we have to cut another slice. Because you start over trailing the over trails, and then there's nothing to push.
If you're painting the same design, if you're tracing the same design, but you're always doing different designs, so there's always part of the paper that hasn't really been used.
Some overlaps after a while, and you kind of lose your.
I don't know that we've really. I have moved on to a new one. I've never thrown one away. They're still good. I can still use that. So yeah, check that out. And canvases. Get the Michaels app. If you don't have canvases already, get the Michaels app because they almost always have coupons. Only buy canvases on sale. If you have a Five Below near you,
paint goes on sale as well. And,
yes,
and brushes too. Does it kind of circle around?
They do 30% off any regular price item or something. Pretty much don't buy anything at Michaels without a coupon. Unless you absolutely need it and you're damn, I can't wait for a coupon. If you have a Five Below near you, they have a decent selection of canvases. And I even got a canvas with a design pre-traced onto it. And it came with paint, so it's a whole kit that you can do. Gina says, I haven't. This sounds like so much fun. I'm very excited. Thank you for showing me. Yeah, we started doing this during COVID and stuff when everybody was all locked down. And what can we do to entertain everybody? And everybody's stuck at home. And I'll post, you know what, Gina Marie, are you on Facebook? On the RFS family group? I will post the link not only to the step-by-step painting, but there's another website, social-artworking.com. They have whole kits you can buy that come with the step-by-step stuff. If you want to spend $5 or $10 to get the stuff, you can get it with the canvases from them too, but it's cheaper to go to Michael's. But you can get the design kit, and I've gotten a bunch of those. So when I make the post this next week about paint night, I will post the links to both so everybody can check it out, and you can order a kit, or the step-by-step painting, you can just print it out if you have a printer at home. If you don't have a printer, pull it up on your computer screen, put a piece of paper over it, and trace it. Literally, I have found the cheapest possible ways to do this, because I know not everybody has money for this. I've been at points where I don't have money to buy anything. So you can put a piece of paper over your computer monitor, because it's backlit, and trace the design, and then use the graphite paper to put over the canvas and trace it. 30% off online orders at Michael's. You can order for pickup. Perfect.
Yeah, there's always a coupon for something.
Yes. Yeah, if you order or download the app, they almost always have a coupon for something. If there's not one this week, wait until next week. There'll be something for something. Money? Yeah, who knows anything about that. Thank you, Brittany, with the social artworking. That's the one you have to pay for, but you buy the kit and they send it to you. It comes with the transfer paper, the design to trace, and pages that show you step-by-step on how to paint it. Kathy says Joann's too. I just found out our Joann fabric is closing and becoming an Astley Furniture.
Can you get on that clearance?
We might need to head
We
out
might need
there.
to
I
head-
don't know how
we-
soon it's
we
happening,
should
but
figure it
my
out and
company's
get-
working on the designs to do the tenant improvement to change it from Joanne to Ashley.
Yeah, we should find
Furniture.
out so you can get on some of that clearance fabric.
Wait, we're doing paint night? When? What? Huh? Who? Cricket, if you're not on Facebook, or if you're on Facebook
I'll
and not part of
post
the RFS family
the
group, make
calendar.
sure you join that.
I'll post
Oh,
the
you didn't
calendar on
po-
YouTube. I
Yes.
haven't posted it.
Next Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific will be paint night.
When we're done here, I'll go over there and I'll post the calendar on YouTube and you'll be able to see it.
Okay. Whoa. Yes, Jim with the pro tip, don't press on your computer screen too hard. Yeah, get a pencil, trace it really lightly, you'll be able to see it. Yes, Dollar Tree also sometimes has decent canvases. Sometimes they're a little like warped and stuff, so go through them and look for one that's not too like
But it's okay.
twisted.
Like it still works for sure. Or like get a
Yes.
piece of cardboard out.
Cricket says, I don't have Facebook, but I'll be there. No worries. I
paint
have to
on-
always
paint on a
remind
piece of
Dan.
cardboard.
Brittany, where were you? You didn't remind me to have Dan post it on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
There's a community tab here on YouTube, and we usually try to post the calendar there, but Dan didn't do that yet because he's been out of commission. But
No,
we'll post it there because obviously you're on YouTube.
I didn't
so you
think
can see
about
the
it. I'm
calendar.
sorry.
No
I'm
worries.
sorry.
I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Okay, let's be done with this.
Okay, thank you
because
so much,
you're
and
done.
thank you again, Brittany, and everybody else.
Yes,
thank you so
Brittany,
much.
thank you.
Thank you for also putting up with the like time delays of like I've been gone on all these trips and then like then I had my surgery and we missed a lot of shows. So thanks for sticking with it. Thanks for still being a part of the community. We appreciate it.
Brittany says, I didn't want to be too much in the mistakes. It's okay. Look, I don't take it personally at all. It helps, honestly. And I'll give you crap about it. Always pointing out my mistakes. But no, it does help. No, Amanda, paint night is next Saturday. No
think-
show tomorrow. If you guys missed it, no show tomorrow.
No show
Dan's,
tomorrow?
Look at this guy. He can't be Dantix. Paint night
I'm
next Saturday.
unhappy that I don't want any more defeat. I need wins. I don't need any more canceled shows.
Aww.
Watch an old antics. Go watch the one where like I took my green shirt and I turned it backwards and I was just John B. head for the whole night. It was great.
That was pretty good.
It was
Dan,
great.
do you know that because we were streaming tonight, we missed the very last episode of Wheel of Fortune with Pat Sajak?
Wow, no.
And we missed Jeopardy.
That sucks.
I don't know if it starts up immediately next week, but apparently Ryan Seacrest is the new host of Wheel of Fortune.
They're probably gonna go on a summer off season. We're gonna probably see a whole thing of repeats for a while.
So we'll get to watch more Pat
and,
Sajak.
until like summertime. Then the deflated. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Next
Yeah.
Saturday will be a win. Yeah, next Saturday. Oh, Amanda, you missed it all. You're gonna have to go back and figure it out. What we talked about. You know, you're on Facebook. You'll see all the posts for all this stuff. But yeah, no show tomorrow. Dan's not gonna be able to do it. Between the setup and the personality turn on thing, it's too much.
Yeah, you might have to help me take this big light down.
I will help you.
I had,
but
like,
we
one-
will.
Blake helped me set it up because you weren't here.
We will do Pictionary because Pictionary, if you're not
Yes.
up to it, you can sit down. And I
No,
will
we'll be
talk.
good. It'll be another week from now. When I
Yes.
said that last week. We'll do
Right.
the Pictionary. We'll do
And
the
then the
paint
paint
night.
night, we're just sitting.
That'll be fun.
So,
Because
yeah.
I don't want to like not talk to you guys because it's not fun. Not talk to you
it's
guys.
not fun.
Blake's leaving tomorrow at 5 a.m. for his Alaskan cruise.
Ew. I
know.
don't do things at 5 a.m. Beer and Bug wishes it had been Vanna as a host. I think she's on her way out too. I think they told her, like, hey, you can't both leave at the same time, like when Regis and Kathy Lee and then one of them. Yeah, so I think, okay, he can leave. We'll pay you more money. This is just my own theory. You stay for a couple more years and then we'll replace you with Pat Sajak's daughter, who they've been shoehorning in and
They have been.
pushing her. And she's all like blonde and cutesy, so she could totally do it. So I think it's going to be Seacrest and Sajak Jr.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, everybody. You guys are great. And then we'll be back again when you see us again. Oh man, I'm so sorry.
Next Friday.
Somehow I'll show you guys my apple pie. Like,
I'll post pictures
and stuff. We'll figure
I'll
it
make you
out.
post it on YouTube too.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, when I cut a slice, I'll take a picture. We'll
It
post the
is,
thing.
it is. So have a good night, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yes, it was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. You guys are our friends too. So thanks for hanging around and coming to see us again after it's been so long about doing anything tonight. So
Hold on. You've been doing a whole lot of nothing.
Oh,
I've
man.
been doing.
you would think it would be fantastic, but it's not. And
You
watching
definitely have a lot of guilt over like
and
not being able to help
watching
me
you
with
run
things.
around and do stuff, I have a lot of guilt. It hasn't been fun. Like,
Is that stripers in the middle of your ring light?
I have a ring light on my couch. Maybe you can sneak and take a picture and bring us back a photo. I have a ring light on the couch with a blanket, and it's the blanket where Stripers is waiting for Crystal to go over there and snuggle. And he's sleeping in the middle of the ring light. It's super cute. Alright, I'll show you that short phone stream pie reveal. I was thinking about that. Maybe we'll do a short stream pie reveal. Just turn on your notifications and you'll see.
Right in the middle of the ring light.
right in the
That's his
middle of the ring
blanket that
light.
he loves, that he always sleeps on.
Yeah, waiting for Crystal to get over there just to
Yes.
to do that. Okay, thank you again. I'm gonna go turn this off. So bye, everybody. Have a good night, and I'll see you. I see you again.
Bye.
Crystal, you have to outro now.
Bye. Turn it off so I can stop smiling.
Oh my gosh. Have a good night, everybody.
The Streamers has a quest, huh? Bye, guys.
All right.
Have a good weekend. We'll see you next Friday.